There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Belly of Tea. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down, oh blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed, and the captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
All right, it's fine. We're good. All right, everyone shut up.
Late.
Oh
We're
no!
already started.
I wasn't ready.
All right, welcome everybody. We're here again. This is episode 2 of Luck Check. Every Wednesday we do this here at 6 p.m. For those just joining in, welcome. I am currently the DM. My name is Tovi, and eventually I'll just be playing a character. But for now I'm DMing. My character's name is Henry, and Henry's a witch. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourself real quick, and then we'll do a short recap of last week's session.
Perfect. My name is Johnny. I'm the co-host of Luck Check. When Toby is not the DM, I will be the DM. But for now, I'm currently playing my character, Gellin Wavebreaker, who is a Triton Paladin, Oath of the Open Sea. Thank you so much for coming out.
Hi, my name's Alex. I use they, them. I'm playing a character called Rune, who is a moon druid, water genasi. Almost forgot.
Your character sheet is right in front of you.
Shut up.
Perfect. Take it away.
I am Connor, and I am playing Valendros, a fallen Aasimar rogue, who's just here to mess things up, I guess.
Perfect.
Same.
Yeah.
Aren't we all? And lastly,
Fair enough. Hello, my name is Benjamin. I am playing a war mage from the Valda's Secret of Spires.
What it's called.
What is it? It's not at all, but that's fine. The
Valda's Spire of Secrets.
Valda's Spire of Secrets. Yes. Playing a war mage named Kamos, who is trying to keep everyone alive at the moment in our story. You know, just the important things.
awesome. I am also playing a class called the Witch from that same book. It's sort of a modified Witch from version from the 3rd edition of Dungeons and Dragons. Same deal, but we're not going to get too much into that right now. What we're going to do is do a little recap of last week's session. So, last week on Luck Check, we started off on a ship bound for the New World. This New World is basically a scattering of islands called the Scattered Lands. How about that? And the Scattered Lands was sort of this area where they'd send prisoners and no good doers. But then they discovered all this gold that was to be had on the islands. And so the ruling body, called the Courgent, started sending troops and cargo ships over. The only problem being that the seas in between the main continent and the new scattered isles are very treacherous, and many ships are lost in between. So, aboard this transport vessel, found most of our characters in prison. Why? Because some of them were pirates, and some of them practiced magic, something that is looked down on in this world. Art, also very rare. But one of our characters was actually a stowaway on the ship and not in jail. Through a series of unfortunate events, for some and fortunate for others, our crew escaped the prison, got their belongings, headed up on deck where they ran into the stowaway character, Valandros, and they created a diversion on deck through a series of hijinks, eventually ending with them falling into the water in the midst of a storm. But it happened to be very good timing as a pirate ship attacked their transport vessel, decimating it. In the ensuing violence, the ship was torn to smithereens, and our heroes were left in the water, floating in the middle of a storm, where they ran into some significant trouble being dashed up against a coral reef, and also running alongside the pirate ship. Up on the pirate ship, they saw monstrous creatures who looked down at them with ill intent, branding them with a strange black mark that appeared on their foreheads. They made through the storm and washed up onto the shores of the Scattered Isles, specifically the main island right here, Port Kailano. It's the headquarters of the Corgent in this new world, and it is the starting place of our campaign. Soon after reaching this new island, they decide to head into town and find some food and lodging for the night. They decide on the Salt Sand Inn, you can see there in the right-hand top corner. And after bartering a little bit with the innkeeper, they got a room, they got some food, and through an unfortunate series of events, decided to rob the place. So, their hijinks went awry a little bit as the first mate from the ship they escaped from stumbled in looking for food and shelter, spotted them, ran out in a daze as their whole plan went awry. The innkeeper was alerted. They ran downstairs. So we're picking back up right there as Valandros has just hopped through a window. Yellen and Rune are in the main lobby with Kamos, and the first mate from the ship who just barely survived the last encounter, whose name is Mateo Prentice, is running out of the building. They are shouting thief. Valandros has the cashier's box, from the inn, has just jumped out the window, and everything's just haywire. So we're gonna start off with Gellin. You are shouting thief as the occupants of the inn come down the stairs in the middle of the night to see all this chaos. What do you do?
So I was shouting thief. Do I think that we're made because of the fact that Valandros just jumped through a window?
I am going to do a perception check for the innkeeper and see if he spotted that was actually Valandros or if that was somebody else. He got
Okay.
a nat 20.
Okay. Well,
Does
we've been
Galen
made.
know that though?
So the innkeeper looks at Valandros as he dives through the window, glass shattering around him. He spots the box full of the cashier's box full of money in his arms, whips his head around at the rest of the party, who he just served a lovely dinner, and says, "No, you're the thief. Get them. Help, help." And he starts
Wait.
shouting for guards.
Did he okay. As he's doing this, Kamos is going to say to him, "No, we are not. I will show you." And walk up to the first mate.
The first mate is running. He is booking it out of there. How do you catch him?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go and try and tackle him, I guess.
Okay, give me a attack roll, I guess, to try and grapple him.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Don't fuck with me, dice. Don't you dare fuck with me, dice. Yeah, that's a 11 on the dice. What modifier should I add to that?
I guess that'd be strength. There's probably a roll
Uh,
for grapple checks, but I am not familiar with it. Hell yeah.
I think it has strength. Yeah.
Dear, that's a 0. So that's an 11.
Okay, he rolled and he got a 2. With
Yeah.
his modifiers, that's definitely not 11, especially in his exhausted state.
Awesome.
So you are able to tackle him. Yeah, Rune, go for it.
So while that's going on, can I cast Charm Person on the innkeeper?
Sure, go for it. He has to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
What's your spell save DC?
14.
Okay.
Can I? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, go for it. What were you gonna do?
Can I try and distract the innkeeper while this is being cast so that he doesn't notice the magic is being cast on him? Not to give him like disadvantage on it, just to make it harder for him to realize that magic is being cast.
Can I?
Sure. How do you want to distract him?
Oh, God,
I want to like pull out my gun and fire around near Valendros, but like with the intent of missing. Just being like, I'll get him, blam!
This is just awful. Okay, so he rolled a 19, beating your spell save DC. You fire a gun. He rolled a nat 20 to see Valendros making away with his money. I just want to remind you guys of that. He's going to be super hard to convince.
Really quick. No. What he did is he saw Valendros jump out the window.
Yeah, and I'm trying to prove to him right now that Valendros is not on our side. He's betraying us too. He took my things, and I shoot a gun at him.
Sounds logical to me.
Okay. So
did he? What was the charm person result?
He passed.
No,
so he.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick before we do anything else.
Sure.
Can I want to, because the first mate had in his hand a bread, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to smack him and either try to get it out of his hand or regardless, wherever it ends up, I am going to cast a minor illusion, which just requires a somatic component and material component. I don't have to say anything to make it magic. And I am going to make the bread look like the cash register.
This is such absolute bullshit.
Even better. Okay. Since you let us level up, I chose as a War Mage trick minor shadow illusion. So shadows will fill in the fibers of my illusion and make it semi-real. It is now an object with an AC of 10 and 5 hit points.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say for all this nonsense that's happening. Johnny, as Gellin fires this gun, it does distract him from this magical effect happening on him. He might not even know what that feels like if he did experience it, but this gun certainly distracts him enough where he doesn't know that's being cast on him. However, it fails. And again, he got a nat 20. So you're going to have to do something right now to convince him that you are not trying to steal it, and it's going to have to be really good. Otherwise, he's going to call the guards on you immediately.
Okay, you want something from me?
Something from anybody, basically a persuasion check.
I mean, okay. I wanted to say, like, look, here is the cash register as I make it in, as I go into the illusion and say, he is a dirty magic caster. This is the real cash register.
Okay, give me a persuasion check. I would do disadvantage, but you're using some magic for it, so just do it normally.
I can't do it I feel like that should be at advantage. Come on.
Again, no. He rolled a net.
And also...
But that's to know that Valendros is made.
Then, if it were an advantage, you have a level of exhaustion.
That's true.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's a 16 on the die, and that is a +4 for persuasion. That is a dirty 20, everyone.
Okay, I'm going to make another roll for him. Wisdom save against your stupid persuasion. And he says, "Oh, so that And what was he carrying? He's with you, right?
He stole our things. He stole from us.
I don't know if I believe you. What's going on? Explain this to me.
This man is a dirty magic caster. As you can see, he had disguised the cash register as a piece of bread, and his accomplice ran off with was chased off by our very strong Valendros fellow. He's chasing a culprit. That's why he jumped through the window.
At this time, under who tackled Prentice?
That's me.
Okay. Under you, Prentice is gonna try and just wriggle free, and he's gonna say, "No, they're lying to you. I wasn't stealing anything. I'm a royal officer. Get off me. These men are prisoners and thieves, and I don't know what they stole, but you have to arrest them. Help me. There's a reward in it for you if you help me."
Oh, do you have the proper? Did you show the proper payments that you are a royal guard?
Give me a contested strength check as he tries to like kind of wriggle out from under you and get to his sword.
Sure. Nice. It's a 17.
You rolled a 19.
God.
He rolls out from under you and draws his sword. You're not in combat yet, but he kind of holds it up to you. He says, "No, these men aren't telling the truth. They're prisoners. They were just on my ship. My ship was attacked. This is too much to explain. Look, innkeeper, run down.
What pathetic lies you are
Grab the
trying to
guards.
spew.
Shut up, you. Shut up. I don't want anything else out of you. Stay right here. Guards!" And he starts calling out for guards. What do you do?
Can I roll a perception check or maybe an investigation? I'm trying to see if First Mate Princess has that black dot on his head.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Dice rolls. How do I do this again? Hold on.
You get a dice and you roll it.
No, I'm not doing that.
I
Refuse.
believe it's
Perception work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got a 6, so.
It's kind of tough to see. It's dark out.
Okay.
Um,
Another question is, I'm like right outside the window, right? So I'm hearing all this, I would assume.
Sure. As long as you haven't ran away yet.
Yeah, no, not yet, but I am now. Now that they're, saying these things, I don't want to be seen by anyone.
Sure.
So I'm just gone.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
I think Galen is going to holster his gun and jump out another window.
The door's right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
the first apprentice is in the window, or
Okay.
is in the door.
That's true. Okay.
Call your gods and apprehend this magic man. You saw his bread. Once I beat him, he couldn't hold the magic. He couldn't hold his magic deceptions anymore. And see, now there's the cash register. This man is a liar.
Rune, what are you doing during all this?
She's just kind of, they're just kind of standing there like, well, I don't know. Do I run?
Okay, two of you are running right now. The guards are on their way. You hear in the
yeah,
distance
she's gonna-
the stamp of boots.
Yeah, they're gonna follow Gelen then.
Okay.
Out the window we go.
Yeah.
Bye, Kamos.
Oh, damn it.
Kamos, you are still being held at sword point by Prentice. How do you get out of this? You are the last one. In here, the old innkeeper is now panicking as all his windows are being broken one by one. What do you
How
do?
much does he believe me still?
He doesn't believe you at all. He thinks that maybe Prentice is also just up to something, but he just wants the guards here at this point.
Well, oh, busting an investment. Thanks, team. Yeah. What can we even do? Have to bust and run. God damn. I suppose he doesn't believe me at all. So let's get out of here.
Okay. Give me a, I guess, dexterity check as you try to kind of get around Prentice in front of
Blame you for ruining everything, Mr. DM.
you.
So
Me?
much.
This was your
Yes.
plan.
Well, yes,
Really
but
your fault.
Yeah, come on,
it would've-
Kamos.
Yeah.
it would have
Oh,
been a
I meant
plan
Toby's.
at a better
Oh,
place. You know, we could have been hitting someone that mattered instead of our favorite fuck. Oh
What?
no. That's a 5?
Okay. In his kind of exhausted state, I don't think is going to have the constitution to stop you, but he is going to attack you as you run past him.
Okay.
So
That makes a lot of sense.
you're going to go ahead and take 7 slashing damage as he cuts you with his sword.
Woof. It's like I'm level 1 again.
Okay. Damn. You are all on the run now. And here's how this is going to work. I'm going to steal a little something from our boy Michael, who we play D&D with sometimes, and we're going to do kind of a skills check based getaway here. How this is going to work is you're all running away from the guards right now. And I'm going to ask each of you to do a skill check in a scenario where you're about to be caught. And if you succeed, you basically like describe how you're going to get out of the situation. And if you fail, then something bad's going to happen. So first off, we're going to go with Valendros. Valendros, you are pretty much able to make it away scot-free as you're the first one that started running. However, there are people with all this racket kind of like poking out of their windows, coming out of the streets. And I want you to figure out a way to not be seen if that's kind of your goal.
That is exactly my goal, and stealth is going to be the skill that I roll. I plan to, maybe are there alleyways that I can like sneak into?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna roll stealth for exactly that.
Okay.
The only thing I'm good at. 26.
Hell yes.
26. Holy what?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're a rogue.
Yeah.
So as you start running away, you see people start to like poke out. You see candles like flicker on in windows as people look out onto the street, and you quickly duck into an alley. Just like that, you're gone in the shadows. Gellin, you were next to run. Michael is also my real dad. And Gellin, as you're running away, same deal. It's going to be a little bit harder for you to not be seen, but there are also guards coming out. It's not a big chance that you get caught, but they're certainly on your tail. What do you do?
Gotcha. So there's a there's a low chance of being seen, you said?
There's a medium chance of being seen, a low chance of being caught.
I would like to how many people do I see around me that might detect me? Or is it just like I'm about to run into a populated part of the city and I could get seen?
Not a whole bunch of people out in the street. Maybe like one drunkard who probably is disreputable anyway, but there's about 2 or 3 people looking at him.
Gotcha. Okay. I think my priority is not getting caught rather than not being seen. I would like to use acrobatics if possible to try and like scurry through like an area just as fast as possible, like vaulting over things to get more distance in between me and the inn.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
Cool. It's gonna be a 23.
Okay, with
Hell
a
yeah.
23, you jump up onto some like boxes, vault up onto a roof, and you just start booking it. You get away before anybody even looks out. You are not detected, and you are certainly not caught. Next to run was Rune. As you guys are running away, I should ask this beforehand, but do you say anything to kind of rendezvous? Any like
No,
sort of
I don't think
indications?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we just book it.
Oh no.
what's better than splitting the party 2 ways? Splitting it 4 ways. Also, Henry's still back there.
Oh no!
Yeah, and he's passed out.
I don't know why anyone like again. I don't understand y'all's logic, but it's fine.
I will do a con save to see
I
if
forgot
he
about Henry.
wakes
I
up,
did forget about Henry.
because he's
Are you
not
gonna-
like mechanically knocked out. He's just passed out. He
Are
actually
we gonna
rolled
make the?
pretty
Are
well.
we gonna make the DM re-roll his own character?
Yes.
He rolled pretty well, even with a very bad con, and he is going to just kind of wake up, see all this nonsense happening around him, and thank you so much, Smudge1901, for that follow. Thank you so much. As Henry wakes up, he kind of sees all this nonsense happening downstairs, backs up into the room. He kind of blends into the people coming out of the rooms, looking at all this happening in the inn. He's going to try and sneak out a back alley, but we're going to do that last. So next up is going to be, let's see, Rune. Rune. Medium chance of being seen, medium chance of being caught, because you ran after Gellin ran. How do you get away?
I think as I'm running, I transform into a dire wolf.
Oh my god, I love
I can
it.
do that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, as a moon druid, I can change it to CR rating 1.
Amazing.
The most conspicuous animal
No.
possible.
I
It
love
had.
it.
I'm gonna be stealthing with it, stealthing
Well,
around.
I mean, can't you just pick a smaller thing? Just become a rat, man.
Absolutely not. It's too late. I love it.
It's too late, and the dire wolf gets a +4 on stealth.
There we go.
That's good and all. I should have been making you roll with disadvantage this whole time. You all have 1 level of exhaustion.
Are you
Oh,
kidding
I can
me?
reroll.
You're gonna remember that when it's my turn.
No, it's fair. I'll reroll.
It was already stated.
This
that's
is
on.
homophobia.
Here's the thing: is
This is the
I would
law.
I would love to re-roll, but my rolls with disadvantage aren't as good as Johnny's. So if you don't mind, I'll stick with my 26.
Hey, Gellin rerolled with disadvantage, and disadvantage was a 20 instead of a
Yeah.
23.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
God, I
Okay.
hate you.
What did you re-roll, Valendros?
Damn it. Okay, I'll re-roll, I guess.
I believe in you.
24. we're
Yeah,
good.
let's go.
All right. You guys' outcome does not change. Rune, roll with disadvantage. I should have made you do it with super disadvantage because this is just asinine what you're doing, but go
I
for
hate
it.
you. I
You're
hate
turning
you.
into a wolf in the middle of there's
Yeah.
witnesses.
Are there not like?
You
called,
said
like-
there weren't a lot of people out.
Yeah, but there's certainly people in the inn. Anyway, go for
They're
it.
I'm
not playing,
outside
are
of
they?
the inn. What do I care about the people in the inn?
It's true.
Yeah, damn, they're outside running around. Don't try and hoodwink us on our location again, please.
The
was
lowest
your
was a
fault, Kristen.
16.
Okay.
I think
Bad.
With a 16, here's what happens. You start booking it away, and you turn into a dire wolf. The only
Yeah.
person outside of the inn currently is Prentice, who is, I think, probably going to try and keep his perception on the person in front of him, which was Kamos. So I don't think he notices you, but who does notice you is a little old woman peeking out of her window, wondering what all this hubbub's about. And what she sees is a water genasi book it out of the inn after people are yelling for guards and turn into a direwolf and start galloping down the street. And she begins to yell, "Ooh, witch, witch, there's a witch in town, witch." And the guards are just booking it hard now. Though at first they were, like coming over, they were doing a fast walk. Now they're running.
DM, real quick.
I'm booking it.
can-
I have to 50-foot movement.
Can anyone
without-
hear the old lady? Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
you got to roll a perception check for each individual guard.
Yeah,
Come
each
on,
guard.
DM.
Here we go.
Yeah, and that was very soft spoken, so
Yeah, she's a little old lady. She doesn't have the lungs anymore. I'm not convinced.
So
probably smoked 2 packs a day.
She probably
It
has
sounds-
like 3 levels of exhaustion. We only
Yeah.
have the one.
It sounds like she's about to exert herself to death with that right on death's door. Just hitch it.
Oh man, I'm
know?
gonna take a real life attack roll on Kamos.
I gave
So-
this old lady a heart attack.
As
Jesus.
as you run away, though, you're very fast. You're able to get away from the guards, Rune, and only the one person saw you. So it's basically the word of this little old lady against everybody else. So,
Dementia.
well,
You can't
Kamos,
just say that.
you have taken this attack from Prentice with his
Yep.
saber. You
Ouchie.
are running away. There is a high chance you can be seen, and I'm going to say high chance you can be caught, but go ahead and roll me that with disadvantage, whatever you want.
Okay, so I guess I want to head in. I want to try and head in towards which looks closer, streets or the surrounding like forest area.
Definitely streets.
Hmm.
You guys are kind of on the outskirts of town, but you are in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and go off in the direction that I saw. Actually, where's Henry in relation to us? Where did we leave Henry?
Henry has just
visible?
woken up. He is maybe barely visible near the top of the stairs.
Hmm.
You can assume since he's awake now, he'll take care of him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, do I have anything that would be useful for this? Yeah, I do not. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just gonna chase after Gellin and try and at least yeah, I'm just gonna chase after Gellin, see if I can keep up. There aren't any are there any guards in between me and Gellin?
No, the guards are coming in from the opposite direction.
Yep.
But yeah, you can
We
just
are
chase
full
after him.
dashing in that direction. Yeah, please and thank you.
Okay. Give me a athletics check to catch up with him.
Okay. Oh. Do I have to roll at disadvantage?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Well, it's a good time for you because I rolled a 2
Oh god.
and a 1.
Ooh,
Oh no.
rip to Kamos.
So what happens, huh?
As Kamos starts to run away, you brush past Prentice, who just kind of stumbles out of the way, and as you're making it past the corner, you slip on some rainwater in the street, and you fall against some boxes. As you're untangling yourself, you feel the iron grip of a guard on your shoulder,
Oh dear.
and he says, "All right, stand up slowly. We gotta get this all sorted out. We're gonna go take a little trip down to the castle." And you see behind you, there's just a scattering of guards. It's gonna be a little difficult if you're gonna try and run at this point.
Okay.
They start to
Yeah.
lead you down to the town square where Castle
Sure.
Horn lies.
Cool. This is good. Love it.
If you want, while they are taking you and leading you by the shoulders, I will give you one chance to try and break free and run away. And it's up to you if you want to take that or not.
Of course. Can I do it while looking for that one indeed? Can I do it while looking for the opportune time? Can I use my intelligence modifier on this?
If you want to use your intelligence modifier to kind of, I guess this is really bending the rules.
I'm here to break your brain, my friend DM.
Let's see, what is intelligence used? You can investigate. the surrounding area as you're being led to find the optimal place to try and make a run.
Sure. All right. Let's do this while we're tired. Good to God. Let's use good dice. Let's use good dice. All right. So that's a. God, I should zoom in. There we go. That's a 14.
Okay. With a 14, as they're walking you down to the town square and you see the imposing castle looming in the distance, you spot a small alley. These guards are like big beefy boys, right?
Hell yeah.
Muscly. They're wearing plate armor.
We love
and
big beefy boys.
oh yeah, we know. So
Oh yeah.
as you're being walked to the castle, you see a small alley, maybe small enough for you to slip down, but not quite big enough for these guards to make their way down.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go for it then. What do I
Okay.
want to do?
Describe to me how you try and slip out of this guard's grasp.
I mean, Kamos is going to rely upon his very regimented and strong knowledge of physics and the martial arts in order to, when the time is right, um, take a step that pivots, creating tension on. I assume he's being held by hand or something. Um, creates tension in the grip, and then with the prediction of that's going to happen, be able to make a quick and sudden snap in the opposite direction towards presumably one of the weak points, which would be either um, either the way that the elbow is being stuck or towards how the what's it, the thumb and forefinger are locked around a wrist, that sort of thing, and then try and get out of it that way. A little bit of a quick snap.
Okay. That sounds to me kind of like a dexterous thing.
Yeah.
So why don't you make me a dexterous roll?
Okay. Can I do this with advantage given that we did all right with the
Yeah, with
intelligence?
the check, I'll give you advantage, which is immediately canceled out by the fact that you're
Yes.
exhausted. So that's just going to
That's
be a
all
normal
I
roll.
needed. All right, and all right, that E. Actually, really good. Where's acrobatics? Nice. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. With a dirty 20, you're walking down. This guard has his hand on your shoulder. A few guards have stayed back to kind of chat with the old man at the inn, kind of get the whole story of what's happening. And this guard, along with two others, is leading you towards the castle. You spot this small alley, and at the exact right moment, you snap, turn around, and book it down the alley. The guard says, "Oh, oi, hey, you there!" But it is too late. You are already down the alley. And
As I get back down the alley, minor illusion behind myself to make it just like a dark shadow so they can't see past.
okay, interesting. Sure.
Good
This guard starts yelling for more guards, and they start running around to the other side of the building. But for now, I'm going to let you get away with this. Right at the end here, I'm going to do just a quick check to see if Henry was able to make it out of there. Henry
What
kind of
happens to
blends
Henry?
back into the crowd, like forming in the hallways of the inn. Makes it back into your room, quietly opens a window. Who knew they did that? And
Weird.
slips out, walks away into the nighttime.
Why
So-
is Henry using the window wrong?
I know, it's crazy.
Are you telling me that Henry pulled a like Drax the Destroyer and just stood still for so well that he was invisible to everyone else?
Well, he was just kind of
Perfect.
passed out on the stairs the whole
He's
time.
just a
fair.
drunk old man. What do they know?
So I want to know how you guys kind of meet back up. You are scattered in a city none of you except for Henry have ever been. How do you find each other?
I would like to ask something that
Mhm.
is putting myself at disadvantage automatically. Can Gellin? I don't think Gellin is very smart. Can Gellin roll some kind of intelligence check to know where his new crew and his new friends would be, where they would go?
Sure. You're
Okay.
already just gonna roll with disadvantage. It's assumed. You can't do like super disadvantage. So
Oh no. I just mean I'm asking to roll something, so I'm asking to roll with disadvantage.
okay, yeah.
What do you want me to roll? Just like
Um,
invest?
investigation, perception. I'll leave it up to you.
Well, perception's going to be better, so we'll do that.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. So that's going to be an 11 is the lowest roll.
Okay. With an 11, you saw where uh, behind you, you're familiar with Rune, at least a little bit, and maybe their abilities. You see as this wolf runs kind of kitty corner into an adjacent alley. But that is the only person you spot.
I want to go. I'm up on the roofs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to like go to the roof right above that alley and just kind of like get Rune's attention to be like, "Hey, Rune. Yeah, no, that's good. Um, do you want to turn into something smaller and I can like pocket you? That way you'll be less conspicuous."
It would be less fun. I guess I turn into a rat or something.
It's mostly just because I don't think you can get up here in your wolf form, and I think taking the roof is going to be a good idea.
Fine, I turn into a little mouse.
You scurry on up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Little mouse. I pick up Mouse Rune and just kind of put you on my shoulder, or just like in a little pocket where you can peek out, whichever
Yeah.
one you prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a little
Incredible.
pocket where you can just peek out and look around. And I'm gonna try. I think Gellin would head towards the port, towards the nearest port. So I'm gonna start heading south.
Okay. Valendros, we're going to pick back up with you. You are holding this stolen cashier's box
Hmm.
full of what you assume is money. And
I don't like the way you said that.
no, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
And you were the first to kind of get away. It's up to you if you kind of stayed back to watch where other people went and put yourself a little bit at risk, or just kind of started.
Um, I would probably. I think Valandros feels bad for causing it, so I think he would put himself in that danger to like see what's where everyone went and everything.
Okay. Give me a perception check since you're kind of. It's not very hard to see where everybody goes. Just do it.
Okay. Uh, that's a 10.
Hmm. With a 10, you watch as they run down streets kind of past you. It looks like Gellin and to some degree Rune are heading sort of a south direction, and you hear some kind of commotion out front. You don't see um, you don't see Amos come out at all. But after a little while, you hear a window creak open on the top floor and see Henry drop down into the street. Um, he spots you and walks up to you and he says, "Uh, I think it's time for.
Yeah. What happened to you?
I, I don't, I don't actually know. It's just the exhaustion again.
Yeah, I get that. Hey, did you happen to see where Kamos ended up?
Uh, I'll do a perception check for him. No, I didn't.
Oh, that's unlucky. Well, I don't know. I saw Galen and Rune head south. I don't know if you want to wait with me and try and find Kamos or head within. It's up to you.
Well, I suppose I'll stay with you. Seems like the best bet at this moment.
All right,
Um,
can you carry this?
Yeah, hand it over.
Yeah, I give him the register.
All right, he takes it. And you're just waiting around to see what happens to Kamos?
Yeah.
Okay. After a little while, you see Kamos get escorted down the street towards the center of the city by a very angry looking trio of guards.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stealth on over and get as close as I can to that.
You know,
Find a way to break him out.
I might not be the best stealth with this. Mind if I just stay back here?
Yeah, just stay here.
Yeah, all right, will do. And give me a stealth roll. So many checks, so many
I
checks.
know, and it sucks because we all have disadvantage, and
It
it's
really
just hurting.
does. What a bummer.
Maybe one of us can just take a long rest while we're just sitting there.
13.
Quick 8 hours. A 13, I'm going to say, with all of the other confusion going around, is going to be good enough. So
Okay.
you are able to kind of follow them. Eventually, you see Amos twist and scurry down an alleyway. You see the guards get all upset and start running around the other side of the building, but it looks like for the moment he got away safely. And you know his general location.
Cool. I'm going to get up on the roofs and head in that direction.
Okay. After a little while, I'll say you're able to find him, and you and Kamos can meet.
Nice. So I guess I run into him. What are
Oh.
you doing, Kamos? Are you like running? Are you like trying to hide? What's going on with you?
Hiding at the moment in magical darkness, specifically hiding and listening for people getting close, right? Like trying to figure out when is a good plan, when is a good time for Kamos to try and sneak out of the city. His plan is kind of thinking, okay, if I can get outside, he can try to figure out uh, where everyone else went, maybe look at the direction people are looking at, or if people hid, people might be trying to get out of the city
Right.
or town. I guess this is a town, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a large town, small city.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So I spot you, and I from the roofs kind of do like a whistle. That would sound terrible on the mic, so I won't do it.
Mhm.
Uh,
I think
and
Discord will just block you anyway.
yeah,
So
yeah. And then I'm like, Kamos, up here.
Mm. Yeah, Kamos is gonna just look up and like make eye contact and do a short nod to like acknowledge that they see you.
And
And then like motion with finger like this way, that way, that way. Like
I
where to
drop my chain whip down towards him, and I motion like towards me.
I thank you. He climbs up and then says that as he gets to the top. Do I need to roll anything for that, or can I
I'll just let
climb?
you guys do that. We've been doing a lot of checks.
Yeah, we can just climb.
We take
Perfect.
that.
Um,
First
it's-
thing, I kind of want to apologize, but I feel like there will be time for that later. So
it is what it is.
the
We've pushed forward to the future. Where did the others go? Did you see?
yeah, they headed south somewhere. I lost them when they got too far. But we got
What
to meet
about
back up
Henry?
with Henry. Yeah. Follow me.
You have them? Okay.
Okay.
We go. Let's get out of here. I
So-
say assuming that the DM just lets us do it.
You guys kind of watch from the rooftop you're on as the confused guards look around underneath you. Eventually, you see a spot in which it's safe to kind of hop off the roof and start heading in the direction that you saw the others go. And most importantly, the direction where Henry is just kind of waiting with all your money. And you are able to meet back up with Henry, who greets you. You head towards the southward, I suppose, towards the docks and the shipwright. We're going to cut back to Gillen and Rune. You are kind of leaving all of this clamor and chaos behind and moving into a part of the city that's a little bit quieter. You hear the sounds of the ocean um, just very softly as you come up on the docks. And what are you guys doing?
I'm vibing in his pocket.
Just a little mouse. I think Gellin is trying to not be like overtly sneaky. Like I'm not trying to like duck behind alleys and like look around every corner because people are alerted and if they see me they're going to be like, "Oh, that guy's running away." So, because I got away from guards, I'm just going to like try and be non-conspicuous like I'm headed to somewhere I'm supposed to be.
Trying to be casual.
Yeah, I'm trying to like casually head down to the docks.
Okay. The streets are pretty empty, and you hear the occasional, you know, crash of some cats messing around with a rat in an alley, knocking over some old bottles. You hear, you know, a couple fighting up in their house. You hear just the sounds of nighttime in a city. People, you know, like out late stumbling around, but mainly nobody attention to you. As you head down towards the docks, you see several ships docked at this little jut out on the island. This jut looks like it has some shipwrights on it, a large shipwright that looks more like a factory. You see a few guards lingering around, lazily smoking cigars, maybe drinking a little bit and chatting. Um, but besides that, it's a night like any other. So, is there anywhere you want to just kick it and wait for the others, or something you want to do in their absence?
I want to go somewhere that has like a good view of the ships where I could like sit down and just seem like someone who's enjoying the night.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to kind of find a, hmm, let's just say a balcony of a building that looks like it's either being renovated or not currently used. And you're able to kind of climb up. You see maybe a person sleeping in the street below you. You look kind of inconspicuous, just like somebody who's out the night looking over the town. And
Yeah.
cutting back to everybody else, you are now joined up with Henry. You're making it southward towards these shipwrights, and they make you do one last perception check just to locate the rest of your party. And it can be a joint perception check or either one of you.
That's up to you. Ben.
Wait. Oh. Do I have good perception? I don't believe so. Yeah, I just got a +2. What do you got?
Feels very meta, but I got a +3.
Let's do a joint one. Is that a thing that we can
Sweet.
do, DM?
Sure, I'll take the average.
Yeah. Nice. That's a 12 for me.
With disadvantage?
Nice. That's a 12 for me.
Okay. And?
And mine's a 9.
Okay. That's still above a 10 for the average.
Thank
So you
God.
see Gellin. You don't see anybody else, but you see Gellin lounging on this kind of decrepit building, low-hanging balcony, and back up together. You now have this stolen chest, which is still locked. You didn't have time to unlock it, but you have made away with your spoils.
I'm gonna let Rune out of my pocket and just kind of like onto my hand if you want to still be a mouse, or onto the ground if you want to stop being a mouse. And I will just kind of like look at everyone and be like, all right. So that went terribly.
That got out of hand, didn't it?
I
You know-
demousify.
I kind of picture that as like a dry run to get the map, or the multiple maps, I guess. And
Yeah, we might
Very
want to do
wet.
some practice before that, huh?
It was a very wet run.
It was very
It
wet.
felt
very wet. Yes.
I We just spent days out in the ocean. Can we not think about being stuck wet? Ugh. Anyways.
That's supposed to mean. I gestured to me in the water, Genasi.
He's got a
Uh,
point. What's that supposed to mean?
that you should appreciate your privileges, huh? Anyways.
We should. All right.
Wow. Aquaphobic over
I'm sorry,
here.
I have horns. All right, real quick, I have horns. I'm the vision of evil.
Your oppression is not any.
All right. This is going the wrong direction. Let's move on.
Intersectionality is a great discussion. Okay. Yeah. You know, honestly, we got. It feels like we got pretty close to actually succeeding. So perhaps it's not the worst,
Where?
but
well, hold on now. Henry, can you hand me that lockbox?
Yeah. Eaten, but he hands you the damn box.
He was
also put
expecting more role play.
I was.
Well, we're role playing, but you're a character as well.
You disappoint the DM. Yeah, no, Henry
Permanent
hands you,
disadvantage.
Henry hands you the box and says, yeah, hey, here you go.
I'm gonna try and open it again with my tools.
Yeah, go for it. You have all the time in the world now, so I will let you do it.
Nice. Wait, does that mean still roll or normally as in like it's done?
You know what? I will just let you guys do it. It's not really going to be that hard to break into. But yeah, you were able to pick the lock, and I would like somebody to give me a D100 roll.
Ooh.
I'll do it.
oh, do it.
That is a 93.
I mean, just top tier rolling from you, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for.
I was gonna say me because I opened it, but then when you said you, I was like, yeah, it makes sense.
Luck check for the win.
You crack open the box, and inside find 93 gold pieces.
That's not bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Better than what we had.
Perfect.
So now we can pay for our room for the night.
This is you make a good point. We should go back to the proprietor. I'm sure he will be pleased to find out we can make good on our debts, huh?
Yeah.
So, I will do a quick recap of kind of your goals at the moment. One of the goals is you've heard tell of these two maps of the known islands being made in Belfry Llewellys by the local clergymen. You were thinking about stealing those. You also heard tell of a man called the Alchemist who might be able to clear the black spots that are on your forehead, cursing you at the moment. And besides that, the island is yours.
All right. I suppose I suggest we
that-
find a place to sleep. Sorry.
Yeah. I agree. After all of this, I'm exhausted, trying to get some sleep.
Yeah, I feel like I got at least one level of exhaustion.
Yeah, if I had to rationalize my exhaustion from a scale of 1 to 6, where 6 is I'm dead, I'm on a 1 right now.
That just
Inching
feels
towards
right.
a 2.
Inching towards a 2, yeah.
Don't give the DM ideas, please.
Around the back alley of the decrepit place you're in, you see an old mattress busted up with quite a few stains on it. Maybe big enough for 2 people, as well as some laundry hanging out of some windows. You'd also try and break into the house. Doesn't look occupied.
Can we try and drag the mattress into the house?
Sure.
Yeah, can I do that?
Plotting time.
I want to know how you're getting into this house. It's locked up, but it's not, it's falling apart. It's not going to be hard to break into. But how are you getting in?
How is it locked up?
The door is locked, but there's a few windows on the first and second floor. This one on the second floor looks partway open.
Okay. From the balcony, does that reach to a door or one of the windows?
That reaches to a door on the second floor. It's locked.
Okay, is there a window next to it or just the door?
There is a window next to it, but that is closed. The one that's open is about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Um, could I snatch one of the things of laundry, um, cover the window with it, and then break the window and try and make it quieter because I've used the laundry to kind of muffle it?
Yeah, sure. I will let you give me. That's actually like a pretty good idea. I'll let you give me a roll with actual advantage, which I'm not going to cancel that. I'll just let you do it with advantage. Stealth roll.
Get super
Love that.
Stealth roll? Got it.
advantage.
Okay.
Valendros is like scouring his bag for the lockpicking stuff that he just put away. And
That's going to be a 12.
Okay. With the 12, you break the window. It's a little louder than you thought it would be. And a couple, like about 200 feet away, one of the guards who is just leaning against a wall smoking kind of glances in your direction. You all duck down, eventually looks away, able to make in through the window.
I would like to unlock the door to the balcony, and then I'd like to make my way downstairs and unlock any doors there.
Okay. You unlock the door on the balcony, and the door's downstairs. Inside, you guys find that this place is, as you probably thought, nearly abandoned. It's got some very sparse, old, rickety furniture, including a couch and a bed upstairs, but the bed has no mattress. The couch looks like it's falling apart, and there are a few other things, but at least it's a place to sleep with a roof over your head. And if you guys want, I will let you take at this time.
I would love to.
yeah,
That
I mean,
sounds
just
once-
absolutely.
Great.
Once everyone's inside, I want to lock the doors again.
Okay. You lock up the doors and take a long rest down by the docks. In the morning, you hear the sounds of a village, city rather. You hear the hustle and bustle outside, hammering and sawing of the shipwrights nearby, and the crash of the waves on the shore. You all wake up rested without your disadvantage. And what would you guys like to do for the day?
Real quick, Valendros says to Kamos, because you were closest. Kamos, did you happen to see a black dot on the first mate's head?
Did I happen to see a black dot on the first mate's head?
Yeah,
Give me
I
a
was up
history
close
check.
and personal. Nice. That's an 8.
It was pretty dark.
Damn it, man.
Can I not have advantage since I grappled him and was in his face?
That's fair. Go ahead and give me one more roll.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Plus 6 is broken.
20.
With-
Twin.
With a dirty 20, you saw a black mark on his forehead similar to the ones on your foreheads.
Dope. Yes, I did. In fact, in the future, when we are not running into each other unexpectedly on different heists, perhaps we'd have some leverage over the first mate when it becomes a problem again, huh?
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know why. I mean, he was a ruthless man from what I saw of him, but he seemed to be more crazy than us.
Seem particularly hard to do at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like life has been a bit crazy, but yes, I do agree. I do agree. We'll see. Given how, and then like Kamos is gonna kind of turn to everyone and start like talking aloud enough for everyone. Given how pressing Henry's warning was about these black dots, perhaps, my friend, we should try and find this alchemist fellow you mentioned. How does everyone feel about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got no complaints.
Yeah. The
Alright
map
then.
sounds good, but
And I got that spell that'll lead us to exactly where he is.
Right,
Oh.
well, be careful with that. You don't want to pop that out in the middle of the city. Bad for us.
Yeah,
Oh, you're alone right now?
yeah,
Is
I'll wait
anyone's-
till we're out.
Is
Well,
anyone?
we know he's south, so if we get out of the city first, then we can use it while we're out in the wild.
Yeah.
All right, that seems like a decent plan.
Is there a way to avoid the city altogether? Henry, do you know? I don't really think it's a good idea to go back quite yet.
Well, I think down by the shores is usually military occupied. It's a lot of their ships down here and things like that. However, if we wanted to backtrack out of the city and go all the way around, we could maybe make it to Lowtown and the Seahawk Sturge around noon.
What do you guys think?
Seemed like a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, we have no reason to believe that the alchemist will disappear on us, no?
Well, now I'm worried.
Well, I don't really actually know too much about him. I just mainly heard rumors. But as far as I know, he doesn't change location at all.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. Do you guys want to head around, take the long route around the city?
That's Valandros's vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it more than going on the shore.
You all head back kind of the way you came into the city, and just skirt around the outskirts of the city. It's a long walk, but it's definitely panoramic. You see some farms on the outskirts. You see simpler folk that live in the middle of the city, just tending to their own business. And around, say around 10 a.m., large lake on the west side of the city. You skirt around it, and in the far distance, a few miles down towards the southern end of the island, you see Lowtown, a smaller city that inhabits the southern end of the island. As you draw closer, Henry says, "Yeah, right. Well, so the Seahawks Dirge is I think it's in the southern end of the city. It's kind of on this jut out. I'll show you. Um, actually, do you mind maybe before we go into town, doing that neat spell of yours?
Sure. Yeah. Pop it.
Okay. And you guys are guided towards the I want to say it's kind of southeast from where you are right now. It says, yeah, well, that seems to be in the general direction. It's like the Seahawk Sturge it is. And he leads you through Lowtown. Lowtown, unlike Hightown, is much dingier and shabbier. You don't see clean streets. It's dirt in most parts. The buildings are much lower, conveniently enough. And generally, you see a few huts and ramshackle buildings and things like that. But he leads you to this inn, which looks nothing like the Salt Sand Inn. As you round the outside of the inn, you can hear the sounds of bar fights and ruckus coming from inside. And Henry points towards the inn and he says, well, that's it. Suppose, in we go.
Is there something that Henry isn't telling us?
If you want, you can give insight, I guess. Yeah, insight.
Yeah, it would be insight. Yeah. What is Henry feeling right now? That is 15 on the die, which gives me +0, so just 15.
Henry seems a little nervous, but it doesn't seem like he's lying to you. He just seems maybe a little nervous about the location.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Room already walking in.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ellen's following.
Sweet.
In we go.
Inside, it's grimy, dingy, and generally uncomely. The general patronage, who is basically matches the aesthetic of the bar. They're just this raucous group, laughing, joking around. You see a small group in the corner fighting each other. You see a group of loud and brawny dwarven sailors at the bar, just throwing them back one right after the other, midday, just no shame whatsoever. A group of shady dragonborn are gambling and talking in low tones to a half elf dressed in dark clothes at a corner table of the bar. They glance in and, as you walk into the door. The general patrons drink and occasionally fight, and you see a elderly man tending bar. Gellin, how are you proceeding in here?
I think this is more my speed. Like, I've kind of been around these types of areas before. Uh, so I think I would kind of know how to act as like a newcomer. Just kind of like keep my head low, stay out of people's way, go out of my way to not bump into people, but also don't appear like sheepish or small or anything. Just be like, like make myself seem tough, but don't go looking for trouble type thing.
All right, perfect. Um, you see Henry walk in, and he looks a little lost. Like he doesn't. I mean, he told you he's heard of the alchemist. He doesn't know where the alchemist is necessarily. How do you guys go about finding them? Rune, I want to know what you.
They immediately went up to the bar to try to get a drink.
The old bartender just grunts at you and nods.
Also, 18 gold pieces divided by, or 93 divided by 5 is 18 plus 3 gold pieces. So I don't know if you guys want to split that evenly or what, but that's what that is.
You can take 18 apiece and drop 3 into a communal fund, or
yeah.
just for Valendrus, since you're the one splitting it up.
We'll drop it in a communal.
All right, perfect.
You know what? I hate to be a dick, but you know what? No, never mind.
Okay.
Amos
All right,
wouldn't talk about what he put into that pot to begin with. It's fine. It's all about equal share.
Excuse me?
Damn. All right. Rune, as you walk up towards the bar, the old man grunts at you and looks expectantly like you're gonna order a drink. What do you do?
Yeah. You have ale here? Like good ale?
Got ale. It's
Yeah,
not good. Got it.
Fair enough, I'll take it.
All right, one.
Yes.
That's hand. All right, you drop a gold piece in.
Yeah.
He brings you a very large tankard of foul-smelling ale. It drops it on
Hell.
the bar in front of you.
Yeah. Awesome. Perfect.
The dwarves sitting across from you kind of look over and cheers and go, "Oh, yeah!" And then they just keep on chugging.
Gellen's gonna walk up behind Rune, slap a gold piece onto the table, and say, "I'll take some grog, please."
Grog it is. He goes over to another large barrel behind the bar, fills up a tankard, and slams it down in front of you. It spills over the edge, and it smells like piss.
Exactly is grog.
You don't want to know.
Gallon.
The more you think about it, the worse it is. But you gotta drink it at some point.
Why though?
It's like coffee, It's
I
it's the
hate
pirate's
coffee.
coffee.
I'm gonna keep to my ale.
It's fine.
Okay. And how about the rest of you, Valendros?
Valendras is going to go sit at a table, very Aragorn-esque in the Prancing Pony, and just look around the room.
Okay. You can give me a perception check just to see what you see.
Okay. That's a 21.
With a 21, the patronage seems to be pretty unconcerned with your group. They're all kind of minding their own business. But you do see that the shady group in the corner, 3 dragonborns dealing with the half elf, seem to be talking in purposefully low tones. They're slowly gambling over poker, and the game seems kind of half-hearted, almost like it's just a cover-up for what they're actually talking about. And with that good of a perception check, you hear a few words. You hear "join up," you hear "ship," and you hear the word "bloodbreakers."
Blood breakers.
And that's what you get from that. So, lastly, Kamos, what are you doing to find the alchemist or to sort of blend in?
Uh, Kamos, knowing that he is not the type to be dealing with to have much experience dealing with shady people, is not going to ruin a good thing by causing too much of a stir. He's going to go up and get himself a drink, and on the opposite side, actually, is there anywhere in the bar there's discussion, people are talking a lot, or rowdiness, or is that just over by where Valendros is?
The only people looking to have a serious conversation is the group in the corner. The general
Mhm.
rowdiness is pretty much everywhere.
Okay. Are there any games going on, or um, are anyone playing that, or is it just like, I don't know, just random around the tables kind of cheer? What's going on what's the vibe of the place?
Just some general drinking. You see a man playing a game of what looks like solitaire with himself. Besides that, the only people playing games are one group.
All right. Yeah, Kamos is going to um, get a drink and then bring that drink over to and sit across from the table from the man playing what looks like solitaire and ask, care for a card game? Dealer's choice?
Dealer's choice. Think. How about 21 high? You know it?
I might know it by a different name. Why don't you explain the rules to me?
Well, I deal cards to both of us, and the object is to get as close to number 21 as possible without going over. You go over, automatically lose. Money is betted in which card dealt, and it's the pot.
Yes, I am familiar with this. Yes, we call it Brown Club, but it makes sense. All right. What's the buy-in, my friend? What shall we play for? I have a few silver pieces in my pocket.
No, silver. What say you about 10 gold?
10 gold pieces, my friend. That might be a pretty penny, but I'll buy in for that. Why not? It's nothing a cheap price, perhaps, for a fun night of gaming.
Would your friends like to join in and make it maybe more interesting for all of us?
What
Good.
were you two like working the rooms, or?
He just noticed you all walking together.
No. What I mean is, does it currently look like these like my companions are busy in the information gathering game?
Oh, does it?
I'm swigging grog.
Okay.
And Rune is right next to him, just sipping their ale.
Okay.
I don't think they're the type. But I'm game. Shall we play?
Right. I suppose so. A little disappointing. All right, here we go. Go one to you. And here's how this is going to work. I am going to have a random number generator between 1 and 21.
Yep.
Or not between 1 and 21, rather, between 1 and 11. And I will basically PM you. Or actually, Nah, that's going to take too much time. I will just tell you what kind of card he gives you.
Sure.
And I will roll for him as well. And then you can ask for another one if you'd like, etc., etc. So the first card he gives you is an 8. Deals a card to himself. Says, "All right, like another."
What is the value of the face card again?
Hmm?
Is it the value of face cards? They are the standard 10, yes?
11 is an ace. 10 is everything else.
Yes, yes. I will take another, yes.
Okay. Gives you an ace. Are at 19 currently. Roll for him. Okay. Another, then, perhaps?
I think I shall hold. What do you got? Will you take another?
I will, and I will raise you 5 gold coins. Puts it down the table. You like your odds?
How shady was his dealing? Did it look?
He
Did
had
it
it
look like
out
it should?
in front of him on the table. It looks like he was just dealing cards.
All right. Yes, I will keep these odds. Here, another 5. Let's see you take me for a fool, but you must buy me a drink afterward, yes?
Deal. He draws himself one more card. He looks at it. Says,
Wait, he drew. Okay,
he
go for
drew
it.
3.
Okay.
And he says, "All right, show them. Count of 3. 1, 2." And he lays his cards out on the table. He got
I do as well.
a 7, a 4, and a 10.
Boo, DM.
I'm not joking. That is what I got.
That's what you got? Incredible.
That is what I got in the random number generator. He swipes your coins off the table in front of you and he says, "Huh, another go. Some other time, perhaps. I feel I've stolen all your money. I'm going to go buy a drink." And he runs over to the counter, slaps down 2 gold coins, and grabs a jug of rum.
Okay, Camus is going to follow him and go, "Ah, that was a very impressive play. You wouldn't happen to know anywhere else in town where one might be able to find such excitement, hmm?"
Oh, well, it's always the market. But, and hear that from me. Ask around. Find it eventually.
Enough.
So at this point, sorry to cut you off.
We've
I'm
been on
gonna
there for a while.
cut back to the other groups. So Gellin and Rune, are you guys still just drinking at the bar?
I think after I've finished my grog, I'll stand up and like start not pacing, but like try and case the area and see if I could figure out like, all right, who do I need to talk to figure this out?
Okay. You see a large bouncer who just seems to be looking over the crowd, not really breaking up fights or anything like that, but he is standing in front of a door which looks like it leads into a basement.
I would like to walk up to the bouncer, extend a closed fist with 2 gold pieces in it, and just kind of whisper in underneath my voice, like whisper in a low voice, "Is he in?"
Persuasion roll.
Sure. That's an 8.
He looks at you, grabs your hand, swipes the 2 gold coins, and he says, "Nah, but you're about to be out."
I put up my hands and I'm like, "Hey, all right," and I back up.
How about you, Rune? What do you do?
I want to do something really stupid right now, but I don't think it's a good idea.
As
Okay.
long as. All right.
What?
Nothing.
Do it. No, go for it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stand up on the bar and go, has anyone seen the elf?
As soon as you say that, all eyes kind of turn to you. You hear maybe one gasp, and the
Oh
bouncer
no, is he dead?
starts moving towards you. The bouncer just kind of is this massive bugbear. He plucks you off the table and sets you down on the ground, and he says, "Listen, we don't like to call him that around here, all right?
No,
Don't-
I said a slur.
Yeah, that you did. Don't you know magic's forbidden in these parts? The chemist is not seeing people at the moment, but you are leaving."
Damn.
Tovi,
Yes.
I stepped back. The bouncer walked away to deal with Rune. I want to go in the door.
Okay, go for it.
Yes.
I open the door as quietly as possible and just gently close it behind me, and then start walking down the stairs.
Okay, I'm going to do a perception check just to see if he sees you. He rolled a 2. He is completely just preoccupied. He doesn't see you go downstairs.
Perfect.
Valendros, what are you doing during all this?
I think Valendros wants to when Rune yells that Valendros wants to move closer to the Dragonborn and the 3 Dragonborn and the half elf.
Okay.
Just get a little closer and see what's going on.
It looks like they are dealing not in gold coins in their poker game, but in platinum. This is a high stakes game, but for as high stakes as it is, they look to have little interest in the game itself. The half elf, moving closer, you can see that he's wearing very dark clothes. He has a collar, which is kind of perked up on all sides. You can really barely make out his face, but he looks very pale. And he looks to be fielding questions from the Dragonborns. But as you draw closer, they kind of lower their tones and glance over at you and stop talking about what they were talking about.
I'll just make a pass by him.
Okay. You walk by their table. The Dragonborns just kind of angrily glare up at you, and the half elf just regards you with a measured stare.
Okay.
Yellen, you are downstairs in the basement of the Seahawks dirge. You hear the faint sounds of Bunsen burners bubbling, things boiling, and little glasses and things clanking below you. Staircase leads down into a dark room, but you see a light bottom of the staircase. What do you do?
I want to keep heading down. I want to be quiet enough that I'm not like letting people upstairs know I'm down here, but I'm not like trying to sneak up on someone necessarily downstairs.
Okay, as you descend the stairs, you hear the sounds of someone just kind of muttering to themselves. Oh, yes, 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 that's right. 2 liters. Yes, 2 liters. Let's see. Frog's wood. Right. And they seem to be listing off ingredients and measurements. As you come to the bottom of the stairs, you see a small gnomish woman working over desks that befit her size. There's an array of beakers with colorful liquid heated by small burners beneath, as well as a variety of herbs and small dried dead creatures hanging on walls. You see some skulls in a corner who look to be humanoid. And this person seems to be working away. What do you do?
Once I get to the bottom of the stairs, uh, I want to uh, just say out loud, "Ma'am,
Oh, hello there. I wasn't aware that they were letting anyone down. I don't have an appointment today. What's your name?
good to meet you. My name is Kamos. I am here to inquire. I was told through various channels that you might be able to help me with a certain problem. I'm willing to pay whatever is needed."
Ah, and would this be the problem? And she points up towards your handkerchief you have tied around your head. Um, that's hiding the mark. And she says, "Yes, seems like you have a little bit of a issue up there."
I will gently remove the handkerchief and reveal the mark and be like, "I see you've dealt with it before. That helps ease my concerns.
Ah,
Do you happen to know how to fix this?"
well, you might want to hang on to those concerns because while I have dealt with it before, it is rare and pretty hard to cure, honestly. The thing is, it requires an ingredient only found on adjacent island. Have you been to Tivasad?
I have not.
Hmm. Well, in Tivasad, there are pools in the center of the island in which a small fungal plant grows. It's blue and green. You don't care. Look, the point is, this is the only way to cure these. I've come across two before. I wasn't able to fix the first one. I experimented around, and unfortunately, something unfortunate, well, happened to them. The second one, I figured it out with these herbs. The bad thing is that they're tough to come by, and while I do have a few here, they'll cost you a pretty penny because I don't feel like running back over to Tivasad.
That is highly unfortunate to hear. However, I speak for, I'm sure, myself and anyone else who might be so unlucky to have this condition placed upon them. I would be more than willing to head to Tiversard myself to retrieve them for you. In exchange, would you be willing to cure me at a discount since I'm bringing you more ingredients?
Well, I'll tell you this. How about I can sell you this right here? And she picks up a beaker with a brown, blackish liquid in it. It just looks foul. A little bit of like haze is coming off of it, and she says, 500 gold here, or you can go to the island. You can grab the fungus yourself, and you can bring it back here, and I'll make it for 100. About that.
How about I make the trip for you? I bring back any extra ingredients you want me to find, and we do it for less.
Hmm. Well,
And I must interrupt. I apologize. How many doses is that good for?
well, not sure. I haven't actually rationed it out before, but I suppose if you were to split it up, probably kill about 3, 4 people with it. But I make no guarantees. Once the potion's sold, that's all my role is.
Very well. I apologize. Please continue.
Right. Well, if you'd be willing to gather some bug's root while you're over there, and perhaps a few black crystals. Yes. Then I would discount it to 25. Does that sound?
That sounds very amenable, and I thank you so much for your time. And I'll just kind of casually put the handkerchief back around my head, tie it up, and say, "Oh, before I leave you, next time I return, will the bouncer be expecting me, or will I need to make an appointment?
Oh, right, right. Yes, he's not as intimidating as he looks. Actually, he's quite the sweetie. Here, she picks up a piece of paper off of her desk and scrawls a quick note on it. She says, "Right, and what was your name, dear?"
Kamos.
Kamos. Correct. Was what the C or a K?
With a C.
Okay. And
It's
here you go.
it's
Wow.
spelled CHAWSMOSE.
Oh, that's okay, dear. I'm afraid I don't care. Here,
Okay.
take this. And she hands you a note. Basically, it's a note that just says to let you back in.
Perfect. I take a proper bow, and I turn around and leave.
She immediately goes back to listing her ingredients and creating some potions. As you come back up, Rune has just been led out of the building by the bouncer, and the bouncer just looks at you with a dead stare and says, "Hey, hey, hey,
Yes, can I help you?
you weren't supposed to be down there."
I was picking up a prescription, and I waved the paper in front of him.
Ah, right. Pardon me then. And he just kind of squeezes past you and resumes his spot in front of the door.
And with that, I want to walk up to Kamos and slide the paper to him. You've got an appointment.
Why is this spelled with a C?
Oh, is it not?
Ugh. Fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
sorry, mate.
It's not
Didn't
the
know.
most I suppose it's not the most important thing. Uh, nice. So you found them, yes?
Yeah. Here might not be the best place to talk about it. Let's gather everyone up.
Get out of there. Hey, real quick. No, never mind.
Okay.
Well, now I'm
Let's go.
curious.
Yeah, now I want to.
I really wanted to maybe like try and mage hand away, get some gold coin.
Oh no, you're gonna
Well,
become
like-
criminals everywhere.
Yeah, don't you dare after blasting me for my attempt to steal gold.
What
Don't
are you
you
talking
dare,
about?
sir.
I have now the most beautiful thing in the world, which is a free shenanigan card now.
guess that's a
Thanks
fair point.
specifically due to Valandras.
Yep.
Okay. As you all kind of reconvene back up on the main floor, the group in the corner kind of resumes talking, and it looks like their conversation is getting a little like heated. How do you guys just want to bail? Do you want to try and find a way to get over to the island? What's the plan right now? Status quo.
Yeah, so yeah, do we want to stay in the bar and get a table together, or are we leaving, guys?
Side pressed against the window that leads inside, just looking
Right.
at you all.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a great point.
I think the bouncer won't let room back in. We should head out.
Yeah.
That seems smart. Yes.
So when we all meet up, I'd say there was a group of 3 dragonborn and a half elf playing poker or something of the sort. They said something about talking to the elf about joining or something about a ship, and then said blood breakers. Does that mean anything to you guys?
Does that
Does it mean
anything?
anything to us?
Yeah, would I know anything about that?
I will let you do a history check. Whoever wants to.
Well, that's an 8 for Kamos.
Rune got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay.
13 for Gellin.
Okay. With that kind of roll, Rune, you, although you haven't been to the Scattered Isles before, have heard tell of this group of pirates who seem to sail only at nighttime, or that's the rumor anyway. And they're called the Bloodbreakers. They seem to plague the Courgent and the ships of the Navy. Um, and you've heard they're a very bloodthirsty bunch befitting their name.
Got it. Tell everybody that.
The classic
nod.
D&D response. I
Just
tell
kinda
everyone
nod,
this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm busy
Oh.
writing it down. I got notes for this, guys. I'm being studious.
Indeed.
Dude, Dias.
Don't do this to me.
Okay, so you guys were reconvening outside the building?
Yeah, and just looking for like I think somewhere else to like hang out for a little bit. Just like maybe there's like a small like picnic bench outside or something. I don't know.
You are on the edge of town. You spot a grove nearby, which looks empty.
Have a picnic bench?
Yeah.
No.
Can I roll for picnic bench?
No.
Why?
I'm gonna roll a D100. If there's a one, if I get a 100, you have to give me a picnic bench.
He's the co-DM. You have to listen to him.
I got a 79.
Okay.
Close to 100. We get
You lose
79%.
picnic bench privileges for the rest of the campaign.
No!
Wow, way to blow your shot, man.
And on that note, we're going to take a little 5-minute break, and we will be right back. Don't go away. All right, and we are back. So, picking back up, I will do a quick recap of what happened in the first part of the session. Our heroes broke off a transport ship headed for this new set of islands called the Scattered Lands. They washed up on shore after their ship was ambushed and they barely made it off alive. They immediately decided to go to an inn, try and steal things from the inn. It went awry and they barely made away with the money that they stole from the inn. They are now in the lower part of the port, controlled by a government called the Courgent. They were just at the Seahawks Dirge, where they met a person called the Alchemist, a small gnomish woman who said that she could cure some strange black marks that showed up on their heads after their encounter with the pirate ship. Um, Now they are just outside of the Seahawks Dirge in a small clearing, discussing do next.
Hmm. All right. So, uh, Gavin, very good job on finding. It sounds like we have found our alchemist friend. Although you mentioned they called themselves, I heard they called themselves what? The chemist?
Seems like that's the proper term for them, just based on magic and all that, trying to
Hmm.
avoid discovery.
Hmm. Anyway, who did you heal from? Almost got us kicked out, huh?
Wait,
Well, it worked out all right.
I suppose.
no, all's well that ends well.
So,
So,
you filled us in, Galen, on stuff, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
including the fact that I used your name.
I mean, yeah, of course, of course. It's like, you could have just said you represented me, huh? Anyways, uh, does anyone know where this island is? Henry, you know the area best.
well, you know, I'm not like an encyclopedia about the islands. I've been here, but I was mainly in a prison camp. I think Iversod is somewhere east of here. I'll be sure. Anyways, how are we gonna get there? We don't have a boat. We don't have a ship.
Yeah, so that's the biggest problem we have, I imagine.
Well, I know who does.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, the like air quotes blood breakers.
They seem like a dangerous group. I mean,
really want to mess with pirates?
I mean, isn't that what you guys are?
yeah, I mean, pirate's a pirate.
oh yeah. Is that all we are now? Hmm. Why not? Yes, we are pirates. Let's go stir up some trouble.
Pirates more. It's about more than just stirring up trouble, commas.
Oh, but what is a pirate? What is a pirate's life to you?
Being a pirate is about having no restraints. It's going anywhere you want in the world, putting your claim on it, and then when you don't want it anymore, you pick it up and you move somewhere else. You're always on the go. You have the freedom to do anything you want. You can truly embrace the open ocean, and it's about freedom.
Hmm. Yes, it does sound nice. Very nice indeed. So, Valendros, this you say these uh what was the term that he said again? It was the blood raiders, right? You said these
Blood breakers, I believe.
blood
Breakers.
breakers.
Yep.
The blood breakers. What have you heard about the blood breakers in this ship? Hmm? Are they looking for people who might come with them on a voyage, or are they? Is there a prize that's vulnerable? Hmm?
Well, they were asking the correct me if I'm wrong here, Toby, but they were asking the half elf to join them.
Yeah.
So they it looks like they're looking for people. What they do and where they go, I don't know, but I know they have a ship.
Hmm. Hmm. Perhaps we might then approach. Did they give you a location for where they were meeting?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't talk to them at all. I got close and they got quiet, and I walked around like I wasn't listening, and it's the whole thing. It's like they're very, very secretive. So therein lies the problem.
Hmm. Frustrating indeed.
From
Maybe we could tail one of them.
Not a bad idea.
We could just ask.
We could also
Yeah.
just ask, but we
How
saw
did
how
that
that
work for you
turned.
the last time?
Yeah.
It worked, didn't it? You got to meet them.
Perhaps the direct route is not the best. What I was going to suggest, by the way, is uh, at the very least, once we figure out how to find them, we go and subtly ask them in a way so that we can weigh our options better on, as I hear ruffians call it, casing the joint, or actually seeing if aligning ourselves with their current project suits us or not. Yes?
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea how big their ship is. What if we go to steal their ship and it's a galleon class? We can't crew that with just the 5 of us.
That would be very difficult, yes.
So from behind you, as you all are discussing this, you hear a commotion in the bar, louder than normal. And it almost seems like the rest of the rabble kind of quiets down as you hear some glasses breaking and a table turning over, and then it grows eerily quiet. A little while later, out of the bar walks the half elf saw in the corner. Before they exit the bar, he puts up his hood and walks out. He looks over to you and your group, who are a little ways away, but still the only people nearest the bar, and gives you a little nod. Walks away, and very slowly the chatter of the bar, the white noise from the background, kind of resumes.
I turn to the rest of the group. I give them a nod, and then I start following him,
Yeah, very good.
or like a nod and a shrug.
Go see where they go. I think we should all kind of like go after the half elf and try and at least, figure out what information we can from them. Valandros, I'm sure you're going to be able to do some cool roguey things that isn't just follow them along on the street.
Go
No,
put pressure on him.
no, yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna follow him on the street. I don't know what you're expecting of me.
You jump from rooftop to rooftop, all Assassin's Creed style.
I
No.
mean, I thought that's what rogues were all about. But hey, well, I just play magic characters. I don't understand anything.
Listen, I don't get my torture tools till I'm level 3. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with Valandros then. Let's just
Yeah, I'll follow
see
the
if
group.
let's see if this person lets us follow them, huh?
Should one of us stay behind in case the dwarves come out?
What are the
Dwarves.
dwarves gonna do?
Not
Yeah,
dwarves,
the
dra-
Dragonborn. Yeah,
No, the Dragonborn.
it's not a bad idea.
As you are kind of discussing this, following this person, and the chatter in the bar is picking back up, you see a few concerned patrons who just look kind of like shocked, just exit the bar and quickly walk down the street away from the bar.
Do they come in our direction or just
Not
away?
in your direction now. It just looks like they're trying to just get out of there.
Can I run up to them?
Sure. What do you
Hey.
want to say?
Good call.
Hey, you guys. What happened in there?
Don't go back in there.
Well, I can't.
Look, I think the guards are going to show up soon. You just don't want to be there. It's that man. Did you see him? The dark one with the cloak.
Yeah, you waved at us.
Yeah, well, he did a little bit more than wave in there. He slaughtered those Dragonborn for a card game.
Oh shit.
They're just all over the floor. It's real. Just don't go. It's gross. Don't go in there. I gotta go. I have
Physically
to leave.
can't.
The vomit Foley. Well done.
I was top tier.
Thank you so much, Collaborator 8, for the follow.
That's his calibrator. I
well-
just want to put that out there.
It's Collaborator now.
You
Yeah,
can't blame him
He's
like that.
collaborating with the channel now.
You've
This
been
is coordinated
christened.
all over
Thank
again.
you so much for the follow. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. So as this guy kind of moves away from you, he just looks pretty grossed out about what happened in there. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I guess we're not waiting for the Dragonborns anymore.
Sounds like not.
Yeah, I'm already after this guy.
Yeah.
I want to act like I'm following Valendrus, not like I'm following. The rest of us should stay back, so that it's easier for Valendrus to follow this guy, and then we can follow Valendrus.
Yeah, I'll look like I'm following Gellin.
Can we make an assembly line of people that are following each other?
Sure.
I love this.
You kind of make this little fun train. And Valendros, I'm gonna need a stealth check from you if you're trying to be stealthy.
I don't necessarily think I am, honestly, because I think he gave me the nod. So when Valendros said he's like
Yeah, like
this guy's cool, even though
is-
because I don't know if I was there to hear that he slaughtered the people.
Fair.
I think I was moving already, so I'm just gonna follow him.
Even if you did, that's kind of cool.
Oh, it's extremely cool to Valendros if I heard, but
He loves it,
yeah,
and it's his favorite.
it is my favorite.
Okay. So you are following this man. You're not trying to hide, you're just following him around. He doesn't give any recognition that you're following him, just keeps walking through town. And he turns and makes a sharp right into an alley. Do you follow?
Yeah, I unsheath my dagger and just have it hanging by my waist just in case. But yeah, I definitely follow.
You turn right into the dagger, or into the dagger. You
Oh,
just
no.
kill yourself. You
Can
turn
I
right.
wild shape into a knife?
You turn right down the alley, and it looks like it makes another sharp turn left. And as you make your way down the alley, you turn left. You're in this narrow space between buildings, and he is just leaning up against a wall. And it looks like he's waiting for you. He doesn't say anything.
I put the dagger back in its sheath, I guess, and I walk up to him and say, "Hey, who are you?"
Oh, no matter who I am? Who are you? Why are you following me?
I want to know about the ship and the Bloodbreakers.
Oh, that's a myth. The Bloodbreakers, don't you know? They're just a wives' tale. Just a folk story that people tell their children to make them eat their broccoli and go to sleep on time. Not real.
I do eat my broccoli like a good person.
Well, I mean, I don't want the Bloodbreakers to come and get me, so yeah.
Literally just ate broccoli.
I'm a good egg. I'm gonna grow big and tall.
I say, well, if they're a wives' tale, what were those 3 Dragonborn talking about?
I don't know, Dragonborn. What are you talking about? I know that I sat down next to 3 corpses. I left. They were as dead as when I entered.
Damn, this guy's cool.
Too cool for me.
come on, man. You're the coolest in our party. You got to keep it up.
Well, they seemed very well alive when you guys were playing cards.
Tell me, have you sailed before? You know the seas.
I've been on a boat. I don't know if you could call that sailing. Never manned one myself necessarily.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll watch you. I'll know where you are. And, what was your name again? I didn't catch it.
Valendros.
Valendros, yes. If you try and tail me again, then you'll end up just like those dead Dragonborn. And if you try and seek me out, I'll cut your throat. I just will.
Hey, how close are the rest of us right now?
Well, they've been paused for a while, so I guess it's up to you if you also, like, followed down the alleyway.
Yeah, I definitely want to be able to, like, are they talking loud enough that they can be heard down the alleyway?
They're talking in kind of quiet tones, so
Yeah.
probably not.
The second I see the alleyway, I'm gonna wild shape into a rat. Just kind of scurry down it.
Okay. He keeps talking to you, Valendros, and after you make that inquiry, he says, so, I hope to see you, and I hope you don't see me, because, well, it turned out well for you. If I make myself clear, perhaps someday you'll be fit enough to join, well, an old wives' tale. But I don't think you've seen enough days in the sun yet.
Calling you a baby.
I
Remember, you have a mission in mind, at the very least, a goal.
yeah. Oh my god. This guy's too cool.
He really is.
Valendros might be in
Phantom
love.
Ryan. Thank you so much for the follow, Phantom Ryan.
It's not Ryan. How does that say Ryan? Please, Toby.
This is a guarantee. Every time somebody follows, I will say your name wrong.
This is the brand that we've committed to. I blame you for this, Johnny, for bringing us all together.
It's fine.
I think I'm. As much as I know we need a ship and everything, I just kind of nod and walk back down the way I came.
And where are you at right now, Rune?
I think I'd be about where Valendros was, just like pretending to sniff around at like the corners of the alleyway, I guess. Like
I'm gonna
looking
make
for trash.
a perception check for him.
I don't like that.
Remind me of the rules of wild shape.
I'm a rat.
And what happens when you die as a rat?
I turn into me.
Okay.
Into Rune. Could you
As
not though?
You scurry down the alleyway. It's so fast you don't even see it, but he picks you up and he bites your head off.
And then I just show up with like my hand in his mouth, like, what the fuck, guy? Who bites a rat's head off?
And he says, people who snoop on others' conversations often wind up dead.
I was making sure my friend was okay, but who the fuck picks up a rat? It just bites it. That's fucked up.
He just smiles with blood coming out of his lips.
Yeah, Kamos, hearing that commotion, walks around the alleyway.
My head off.
Figuratively or literally? Gellin also comes around the corner with a gun.
I was a rat and he bit my head off.
That seems a bit rude, don't you think?
Yeah, man. And I point my gun at him.
Now,
Valendros, like while this is like Valendros is like throwing his hands up, like there's no shot we can take him. But be cool, guys.
Like you started to do like a cool guy walk away, and then we all show
Right.
up like, what the fuck, man?
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck is up, dude?
hold me back.
Guys, I think I'm in love. Don't kill him, please.
What is this cool man's facial expression right now?
It is
It's
measured.
coy. You know it's coy. Oh,
It
measured
is
good, too.
absolutely just the same blank expression that he has had ever since you saw him first.
If you are looking for good compatriots, perhaps you might
Look otherwhere? Yes, I agree.
perhaps you might test us, yes? We will meet your standards. This I
Okay.
promise.
Test it is then. And he walks up to you, Gellin, and he grabs your gun and crushes it in his hand.
Gun!
First the rat, now the gun.
I needed that. Wait, no. Can I try and stop that from happening?
Yeah, you can give me a dexterity check to kind of yank it out of the way if you want.
A dexterity saving throw or
Yes, saving throw.
what? Okay. My gun. I got a 23.
I'm gonna roll for him.
It's just his. I mean, I guarantee it's going to be a 37.
You manage to just yank it out of the way.
Nice.
Oh,
Like, not like that. All right. This isn't what you do.
Hey, you pointed it at him.
Hey,
Yeah, I did. All right. I holster my gun and I
Come on.
apologize. I'm sorry. All right.
you're quick.
Look.
Quicker than I expected. But it still stands. None of you are strong enough yet. Keep telling tales around the campfire, and you eventually. You wish to be found. And he starts walking away from you.
I am worried that we are cursed to not be around long enough for you to find us.
Well, good luck
Bah.
with that.
Perhaps you could point us in the direction of a boat?
What do I look like, your butler? No. The ships are at the dock. You know where to find them.
Name?
All right. Guys, let's go. Until
Name.
we meet again.
Wait, what'd you say, Rune? You kept cutting off.
Oh, sorry. I was like, can I get your name? Just
He says, no.
well, that's rude.
I suppose it is, isn't it? Oh well.
Are you getting across too?
Little.
Oh man.
He's just so aloof.
Okay, so he is walking away from the group. If you want to keep following him, you certainly can, but it is up to you guys.
No,
No.
I think we're
Absolutely
good.
not.
No, he bit
No.
my head off.
He tried to crush my fucking gun, dude.
I think patience is the better part of valor, yes?
Sure.
Yeah, something like that.
What'd he say?
Anyways, to the docks.
Let's us try and figure out another solution, yes?
Okay. Important question here. The Lowtown docks or the Hightown docks?
Lowtown. We are
Lowtown,
not wanted
Lowtown.
in Hightown.
Yeah.
Because that's
So-
Hightown is where we went and made fools of ourselves, yes?
That never happened.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
Fever
we were-
dream.
Yeah, we were perfectly cool there.
Everybody loves you in Hightown.
Could we
Yeah.
just roll and try and undo every bad thing we've ever done really
Oh
quick?
yeah.
We don't have exhaustion anymore.
Roll me
Yes,
a
we-
D1000. If you roll 1,000, it's all good.
I
Jovi,
mean,
I'm going to do that.
really.
We can't.
Oh no!
Just roll 10 D100s.
Yeah, 10 D100s, and if the total is 1,000, then I win the game.
Yeah.
I
real
got-
quick.
Less than half.
Since most of our
59.
mistakes
Hey!
at the beginning were nice. Your fault, DM. Can we have advantage on that roll?
Yeah.
No.
We had advantage. We rolled twice.
No. No.
Could've
Each of us should have
succeeded.
advantage on the roll. There should
All right,
be.
all right.
there should-
It's too much.
No. Okay. So you head over to the Lowtown docks. At the Lowtown docks, you see an assortment of much smaller, dingier, dirtier, grubbier ickier boats than you saw in Hightown. It looks like most of these are fishing trolleys and little rowboats, just things that are locally owned, things that are not owned by the government, like the large sailing vessels docked at the port in Hightown.
Mhm.
There looks to be a handful of people unloading fish nets, and one man next to a trawler looks like he is just enjoying the day, kind of leaning on the side of his boat and smoking a pipe.
I want to ignore him and go to someone else. Make another NPC for me really
Okay.
quick.
Uh,
No, it's I look to Kamos and see what he does.
Um, yeah, we may as well start somewhere. Let's walk in there, and like as we're walking there, Kamos is going to confer with his crew, just kind of in a hushed tone. Go, does anyone have experience talking with personal deckhands like this? This might be beyond what I am used to. I would not want to insult anyone, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a pirate for a few years. I know people. I know the job. I can talk to people.
Do you want to be the talking our face for the moment?
What's a face, Kamos? What does that mean?
I point to his face. Just point to Dylan's face, like it's right there.
Yeah,
buddy.
is there something wrong? Like I got something? I
Would
covered
you
up the
like
mark, didn't I?
would you like to do the talking?
Oh yeah, sure.
I think that's going to be a better option. You might know the lingo a bit better.
And I'll walk up to this guy and be like, "How's it going, mate?"
how's your day going?
What's this guy's deal? What is he? Who is he? Why is he? Tell me everything about him.
He is a portly man wearing a knitted sweater with quite a few holes in it and some stained trousers. He is leaning up against a trawler, which looks like maybe it's been used for fishing in the past, but it looks derelict at the moment. It's called the Sweet Marianne. And he just looks like he doesn't have a care in the world.
Got
You said he was smoking a pipe, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
got a bit of a business question for you, boss. Your vessel there seems like it's hasn't been used in a few weeks, maybe more.
Oh, you're talking about the Sweet Marianne. No, it's I take her out every now and again, but I've got a pension, don't you know, and I don't really need to take her out too much anymore. There just hasn't been a need.
Is he Canadian?
And what's that?
All right, never mind.
Well, I'm happy to hear that for you. It sounds like you're living quite the life.
Oh, thank you. I am.
I just wanted to make a humble request.
Sure.
See if my friends and I, with your guidance or without, depending on what you prefer, if we could borrow your vessel for a quick trip across the waters to Tiberside.
Oh, borrowed? No. It's well, I love the ship. She's like my wife. In fact, I named her after my late wife, Marianne. But if you want passage, I can take you.
That would be excellent. Yeah. Is there a fee or what's the going rate?
Oh, perfect. Yes, well, let's see. I suppose I haven't really come up with a fee. This will be my first time taking passengers over. But how does 40 gold each way? How does that spin ya?
I will immediately just kind of shake my head and chuckle and be like, you're pulling my leg. All right, come on.
All right, have a good day. Be seeing you
And
now.
I'll walk away and go find someone else.
Okay. Yeah, you look around the docks and you see I'm gonna say a middle-aged woman that looks like she is doing some repairs on a large sailing ship. But for sailing ships are in basically like the zero class of ships. They're still small ships. However, this one does look like it could fit a number of people.
I'll just kind of I'll get her attention the same way and like walk up and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am. Uh, would you happen to be ferrying anyone over to Tiversard?"
Tivasard. No, I have some repairs to do on, the old ship. Look, if you want to go to Tiversard, it's quite a journey, but I do have this little rickety rowboat here. I wouldn't even. I hope to sell it to you. It's not even really worth anything, but I will. 25 gold.
And can it fit all of me and my mates? And I kind of gesture to the other four.
Well, you better bring a bucket along to bail some water out, but might get you over there.
Uh, I'll I'll run it by them and I'll come back. Thank you.
Anytime, hun.
And I'll just kind of curl up into a ball and roll away to the rest of the group.
Sonic style.
Hey guys. So yeah, I found a few options. And by a few I mean exactly two. So here's what we got, right? On the one hand, we've got a rather well used but still seaworthy fishing trawler that'll fit all of us comfortably for an 80 gold round trip.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I said. Uh, on the other hand, we have a dingy rowboat that will barely fit all of us, and we can have it for 25 gold pieces.
But it'll be ours.
But it'll be ours. It'll belong to us.
Well, given our circumstances and funding, I don't think I can trade on the goodwill of my household, of my former household name with common people. So perhaps we should go with the robot. Yes.
Can we probably get it for cheaper? If it's such a dingy little shit?
Honestly, she's already underselling it.
Okay.
Here's my input. We'll be lucky to make it to Tiversard and back alive on that rowboat. It's possible, but we'll be lucky. It might be worth it to try and barter with the trawler gentleman, the sweet Marianne over there. I kind of gesture at the portly gentleman, to try and bring the price down a little lower. Between us, I believe we still have enough, but it's
We don't. I'm afraid we do not.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened? Why not?
I entered into a friendly wager, and boy, did he get the nuts. And honestly, I thought I was going to get more information out before you just happened to make that unnecessary. So I am down a good 15 gold pieces.
Oh, that's all right. I've got 15 extra.
Oh, all right.
Fantastic.
I think we should try and barter.
I do agree. Bartering, perhaps we can barter and split up the cost so that we might be able to pay some on the way there.
Maybe
And then-
someone should just seduce him and get us to get on the boat.
He seemed really attached to his ex-wife. Not ex-wife, his dead wife.
Well,
I
That
looked at
could go
Amos. You
either
can
way.
do illusions, can't you?
No.
you can bring
Dead
I
wife back to
feel
life.
I feel morally appalled by this, and I think we should just barter for money.
I I mean, it's a strong option, Rune. Are you volunteering? Is that what I'm hearing?
No. No.
Ah,
No,
ah,
no. No, no,
okay.
no.
Well, I'm afraid I cannot make illusions that good. Ah,
His
I
eyesight's probably going. It'll be fine.
we want to
let's go, Bata. Yes.
barter, right? Everyone
Yeah.
in agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Who's the best at bartering?
It's
Got
probably
5 intimidation.
it's probably still gonna be me. I've got pretty solid charisma stats or stuff.
Okay. I've got.
And you asked me
proficiency
to
in
be the
it,
face, so I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
that's fine.
yeah, I'll walk up and just say, excuse me, sir. I must apologize. I never caught your name,
Oh,
and I'll
my name.
extend a hand for a handshake.
He greets you again with a little nod and takes your hand. And he says, "Oh, my name's Captain Helmond."
Captain, it's a pleasure to make your service, or to make your acquaintance. Oh God.
I do it all the time, don't worry. Little slip of the tongue.
My associates and I desperately need to make it to Tiversard, however it's pronounced. I don't particularly care.
Well,
And we would really love the honor of being escorted on your fine vessel with a beautiful name as it has,
well,
and
thank
by
you.
such a fine captain as you.
Well, you flatter me. Give me a charisma roll.
Can I
Straight
do
charisma.
persuasion?
Yeah,
Or
go
straight
for it. Yeah.
Okay.
I know I said seducing, but damn.
23.
He says, "Oh, you know, you flatter me so much. I haven't had a crew in a fortnight, and longer than a fortnight actually. I'll tell you what, I'm a soft soul. I'll take you over there for about 20 gold each way."
Thomas nods.
Yeah. No, I extend my hand for a handshake, and I said, "You'd be doing us the honor. Thank you."
Well then, let me get my things and I'll be ready to head out whenever you want.
I nod, and I'll kind of head back to the rest of the party and give that information out. It's like, all right, 40 gold round trip.
Oh,
We can scrounge that, right?
yeah.
I've got not much.
I have 33.
I've got 12.
I got 27.
Did we not? Wait,
Yeah,
why
did
do
we
you
not
only
add
have?
to 18?
Why do you not only have 12? Yeah. Remember, we have the 8. We have the 18 apiece, and then 3 community gold.
Where did your gold go? Johnny, did you buy more bullets?
No,
He bought nothing but bullets.
By the
no,
way,
it's fine. It's fine.
Henry offers up his gold as well. He has 43 gold.
40.
Henry's paying for the entire thing.
No.
Or
Henry's,
5.
Henry's not paying for the whole thing.
We shouldn't make
Most.
dinner pay for the whole thing.
Most.
He'll pay his portion.
Oh god, you guys are a little roboty.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
It's what? It's there's 5 of us, so we each pay 8 gold, right?
That is what would be evenly due, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine.
I only have 3 to offer to the group at the moment. I'm sure
I'll pay
we'll-
for Kamos's share.
Okay. You all offer up your gold into a community pot, and you hand it over, and he says, on the way back from a nearby cottage, he boots a bag and takes your gold, and he says, "All right then, we'll hop on board. The sweet Marianne's taking off again." And he surprisingly dexterously hops onto his ship and with one smooth movement unties it from the dock. What do you guys do?
Can I copy his smooth movement of jumping onto it?
You could certainly try. Give me an athletics check or
Oh, no.
acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm absolutely certainly going to try that as well.
I'm just gonna walk up the plank.
That's 11.
You try to jump onto the boat, and it's moved away like a foot since he untied it, and you just fall straight into the water.
That's fair.
Oh,
Is
fuck,
there-
I got a 7. I'm gonna
points
play
and
it
laugh.
off. I'm gonna play it off like I was gonna go get Rune, huh?
Camos is
Who got a 7 again?
Valendros.
Valendros, you walk up to the ship and you slip on the dock and you bonk your head right on the side of the ship. You take 1 damage.
Damn it. I'll just kind of point and laugh at the two of them, and then look at the captain and say, "Pardon them, they haven't quite got their sea legs in," and I'll jump over as well.
Okay, give me a roll.
Camos is gonna walk while he's doing that. Walk over and then just throw a rope to these idiots.
That's
It's-
a
and then-
22.
I hate you.
I
I hate you so much.
He's gonna look at the captain and go, "Captain, thank you for doing us the honor. We have had some hard times, so you must excuse us as we enjoy the levities that such a wonderful voyage will bring."
Captain Captain Helmond just has a good like belly laugh, and he says, "Oh, oh, mind your step there. It's a bit of a drop into the water." Okay.
I noticed. I noticed.
Would you like a hand?
Yeah.
He reaches down for you.
I grab his hand and pull
Babe.
myself up.
Yeah,
And
pulls you up.
I grab Camos's rope.
So you all hoist each other back up. Gellin, you dexterously jump onto the ship, imitating Captain Helmond, and you all set off on your first real voyage over to Tiversard. So here's how this first one is going to work. It's going to work a little bit differently when you own your own boat. But when you are just a passenger on somebody else's boat, I'm going to make an encounter check for something bad happening along the way. And if something bad happens, we're going to turn over. I'll give everybody a second to open it. Let's go to that. Rules for ships and crew. In chat, it's a little ways up, but actually I can't pin it. Johnny, you have to pin it. And the main thing we're going to be looking at here is crew actions.
Don't worry, boys and girls, we're professionals.
So, we have written some homebrew rules for ships and crew and things like that. And crew actions are things in moments of peril that the crew can do to kind of keep a ship afloat and in working order and fend off people attacking the boat. So I'm going to go ahead and make an encounter roll. On a 10 or below, you guys will encounter something. And you got a 4.
Fuck.
So, let's go ahead and open that document for rules of ships and crew.
Perfect.
As you are on the journey over, it's been a few hours. You guys are well out to sea. Captain Helmond is at the helm of the Sweet Marianne, and he is just smoking his pipe and slowly nodding off into a mid-afternoon slumber. And suddenly, Gellin, at the, I'm going to say, port bow, you notice something in the water and a bump on the side of the boat you're in. You just notice a dark shape under the water.
No distinguishing features or anything?
Not that you could tell at the moment. Although if you want to give me an investigation check or a perception check, you can tell something else.
We'll do that. So I want to be clear with what I'm shouting out. Alright, for perception, that's going to be a 14.
Okay, with a 14, you see that the dark shape that bumped into your boat under the water appears to be a barrel The barrel is floating a little under the water, but it looks to be attached to a few other crates and stuff through a net, and it looks to have caught on the side of the ship and bumping up against the ship itself. What do you do?
I shout at the captain to get his attention and be like, "We're going into a trap. Something's trying to tie us down."
A trap. Okay,
And
okay.
I'll kind of point at the barrel and all the stuff that's like grabbed onto us.
Captain Hellman is going to grab the wheel and look around. He doesn't spot anything in your vicinity. As far as any of you can see, it's open ocean as far as the eye can see.
Mhm.
What do you do? I want to hear from the rest of the crew.
So, like, this stuff is attaching onto us, yes?
It looks to have just caught on the bow of your ship, like the net is caught on the bow of your ship. Everything is just kind of dragging along beside you.
Is
Can
it?
I-
Go ahead, Andros.
I
Yeah, go ahead, Rune.
sorry.
No, you're good.
I
Just
was
for clarity.
saying maybe I could jump in the water and try to cut the rope.
Perfect. 'Cause that's what I was gonna say. So you got it.
I was also
Yeah.
going to ask if I could reach you with my
Well, I
rapier.
can breathe underwater,
Perfect.
so
Yep.
Do
Okay.
you want to do some scouting?
Yeah,
See
it
what
is totally
happens.
up to you. You can jump in the water, and you can see more once you're underwater.
sure, I'll do
Um,
that.
While they're rolling that, so like the manning of the sails, is that something that I could do now to give us, or is that like something more with combat, or what is?
If you would like to kind of increase your, increase your speed by manning the sails, you can absolutely do that right now.
Yeah, that's what Valendros is gonna do then.
Yeah.
He's
Can
gonna
I
yell
go
to the captain and, "Don't worry, Captain, I've got the sails."
and I want to go and try and cut off what's attached to us if I can reach it.
It's a little far down. You would have to jump into the water to cut it off.
So
We got Rude doing that.
Hmm,
Speaking of, I got a dirty 20 on my perception under the water.
Okay.
Very
You jump into the water to cut this thing off, and Rune, here's what you see as you dive beneath the boat. In the water under the boat is this cacophony of barrels and small crates tangled in a net. But what's pulling the net along is the fin of a great white shark trying to swim away under the boat. You're in the water with this shark. It hears the splash and turns towards you. I need everybody to roll initiative.
oh my.
Oh no.
No bad. Boo.
Can I wild shape into a shark?
Can you wild shape into a shark?
No, I can't. They have a swim speed. I can't.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
All right, ready for initiatives?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Gellin got a 14.
Okay.
Almost got a 8.
Okay.
Rune got a 7.
Okay.
And Valendros got a 12.
How's Henry doing?
Henry got. Let me check what his. Oh my gosh, he has crazy initiative. That's right. He rolled a 3, but he got an 8.
God damn.
Wow.
Yeah, he has a +5. It's like a class feature. Anyway.
Nice.
Damn.
Okay. So Henry is going to be a little bit above Kamala since his modifier is better.
Makes sense.
And you guys can tell him what you want him to do on his turn.
Okay.
So, first in the initiative is going to be the shark itself. The shark whips around towards you. And you can see that although at first you thought it's a great white, this looks darker in color. It has white streaks going down it, and its fin is much shorter than a great white's, although its body is larger. This shark whips around towards you, and I'm going to do an entanglement check to see if it can get free of this net that it's dragging along. And it rolled a 2, so it doesn't quite make it free, but it can still reach you at where you are. So I don't actually have a map for this because this was a random encounter. But if you guys want, you can go ahead and hop into an Owlbear chat, and I will kind of pull that up right now. And while we don't have a map specifically for this, I do just have a grid up there, and I'll outline the ship and everything like that. And I will pull that up on stream as well. Here is the link for that. Okay. Hopefully you guys in stream and see this map. We'll go ahead and...
We are going to
Yeah.
need that password.
It is just DND. Lowercase. Oop, wrong one. Map. Interact with this real quick. Okay. So, we have this grid up. And I'm going to just draw a quick outline of the boat itself. That is not the thing. Maybe it is. Yeah, no, it is. It is. Okay. This is going to be the boat.
I have a boat token for you.
Oh, perfect.
It's white for some reason, but if you want to use this.
Perfect. We're so
It's supposed to
prepared.
be transparent and it doesn't understand it. Look, again, we're professionals, all right? Let's lean into it.
Fine.
This is a big boat, by
Each
the
of these
way.
squares
What?
are 5 feet. The boat itself is 20 feet long. So it's going to occupy about a little bit more than that, about that much space. All you guys are on the boat at the moment, so pull up a token for you. I will pull up one for the Great White Shark, which is under the boat on this side. Rune, you are also in the water on this side of the boat. I'll let you make a token for yourself, though. And in the meantime, this shark is going to make a bite attack. So, the shark... Oh my god. Pretty nuts.
Eats you alive.
The shark rolls a nat 20. I apologize. Rune, what'd you say?
Go fuck yourself.
I shan't. So the shark rolls a nat 20. I'm gonna do the damage for that. How many hit points do you have, Rune?
You don't have legally. You don't have to answer.
That's entrapment.
24.
Okay. The shark does 26 damage to you on a crit.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Rune
that
is
lifeless
Rune is down.
body is
Rune.
floating?
This shark turns to you, bites you, and the teeth sink into your chest as you
Yeah.
immediately lose consciousness.
I was
Um,
gonna try to save the shark.
I don't think that you should anymore.
Yeah, no, well, I'm dead, so doesn't matter what I think anymore.
Let me pull up a token for Mr. Shark. Don't ask why it's a gear, it just is.
No, that's great. Yeah, no, it works.
Yeah, no,
Shark
Mechanical shark.
is right here, and that was
You
the
have
shark's...
to name it Mr. Shark, though.
No, I will. Okay. So Mr. Shark immediately just downs Rune in the water. What do you do? Up next is Gellin.
Do I know that there's a shark?
After Rune was on the side of the boat, you could see after it swims out from under the boat and bites Rune, you see blood in the water immediately and a large dark shape under the water.
Okay. I cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action,
Okay.
increasing my AC to 19. And then I jump into the water, and I put 10 points of healing into Rune with Lay on Hands main action.
Rune, you pop back up with 10 points, gasping for the
Water.
breath of water, or the breath of life, I was gonna say, because you don't have to breathe air. Right? Water genasi? Anyway.
Yeah.
And is that your whole turn?
Yeah, I use my movement to jump into the water down there. I cast Shield of Faith on myself. Lay on hands as my action, bonus action movement. I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Val, you are up next.
I look through some of these main actions, but I mean, I want to get them out of the water. I guess I'll just tie rope around. Does the ship have a mast? Question mark.
The ship does have a single mast, yeah.
It has flotation devices too, yes?
It does not have flotation devices. It does have rope, though.
Yeah. So I'll tie myself around the end of the rope, and then the other end around the mast, and I guess jump in the water, try and save some people.
Okay, who are you grabbing onto? I'll let you grab onto one.
Rune took the hit, so probably Rune first.
Okay, Rune's a little ways out. You would have to jump past the shark, like swim over the shark to get to Rune. I'm not going to make you take an attack of opportunity. I'm just saying when you go back and you try to get onto the ship, you will.
Perhaps we should stabby. Get the shark!
Yeah, like if I can shout anything, it's gonna be we're okay. Get the shark off of us.
Sure, yeah, then I'll go for the shark.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Boop. It's been so long. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
This is our first combat. Isn't it great?
And this will just be a dagger attack. A 22 to hit.
With a 22, you beat its AC, the damage.
All right, and sneak attack because I got a homie near the shark as well.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. 4, 3. So 7 from the dagger, and then 1 more from sneak attack, so 8 total.
Got it. You jump into the water, and you stab into the back of the shark, and blood spurts up out of the water from the shark. As 3 of you surround it now. Next up in the order is going to be Henry. What do you guys want Henry to do?
Does the boat have any weapons?
The boat does not have any weapons.
That's
What
fair.
you guys know about Henry is he has mentioned that he was kind of ousted for being a witch. So you can imagine he has some sort of powers or something like that. He also carries a small crossbow.
Do what
I
you
mean-
can to get them off him.
If
Forget-
he's got some kind of magic.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no, we don't want the captain to dump us.
Hasn't he already seen you cast Shield of Faith?
I did it like after jumping into the water, though.
That's true.
Yeah, I kind of jumped in, Shield of Faith myself, and lay on hands. I think just crossbow shoot him.
All right, is that what everybody wants?
That's probably the safest.
Yeah.
Just again, DM, just to be sure, the captain did not clock us using magic, yes?
He did not clock you magic.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make an attack roll for him. He beats the AC, and he does 7 damage to the shark as he whips out his crossbow and fires a bolt into its
Go,
spine.
Henry.
Okay. After Henry, Kamos.
Yeah. Can I reach down and stab it with a sword?
It is too far down to reach. You would have to also jump into the water.
God. Come with a thing. Is they supposed to come with crossbows? I should have come with crossbows.
You can just take
No.
Henry's.
Yes, it's perfect.
Then you gotta take the turn to reload it
Yeah.
and just
Wow.
give it back to Henry.
Not being able to use magic kind of sucks. Do anything that's unsuspicious? I don't think so.
Good
There-
decision.
I know. I'm the worst, you see.
Shit on the shark.
Shit on the shark.
Drop trow and shit on him.
Do
Not a
it.
bad idea.
Okay,
Not
so
a bad
real
idea.
quick, I have the finger guns cantrip, which has a verbal and somatic component, where you extend, where basically, you extend your finger and thumb in a dangerous gesture, mimicking a gun. And it says during the duration, you can use your action to make a ranged spell attack against a creature 60 feet away from you. It doesn't require ammunition, but is considered to be a firearm for spells and effects that apply to firearms. So here's the question.
Any spell attack is a spell attack he's going to have a chance to notice.
Your fingers ain't real guns, man.
I know. Yeah, I'm just going to take out a dagger and throw it at the thing.
Okay, give me a ranged attack.
That's a 19 on the dice, plus I believe 4. Yeah, for finesse.
Okay. Yeah, you sink this dagger into its back. How much damage do you do?
Let us. That's nasty. It's cocked. We do 3 damage.
Awesome. It lodges into the shark's back. As Rune, your turn comes up. What do you do in the water?
I cast the cantrip Primal Savagery and bite the fucking shark.
Get it!
Whoa.
Yeah!
Okay.
Hell yeah.
With the first attack roll, I'm going to make a perception check, see if the captain notices.
She's underwater.
Yes, but the captain's full attention is absolutely on this situation.
I feel like he should
I'm
have
sorry.
disadvantage.
You gave a free check to Johnny
because
and
he
now
had
you're gonna
just
hold it
hopped
against the
into the
rest of us?
water.
This is homophobia.
Anything
He's
that
right
happens,
next,
Sexism.
he's right next to Rude.
But
Anything
to be
that happens
fair,
from here on out.
there.
yeah, to be fair, we're all in the water now. You know,
Yeah.
we're not like split. You know what I mean?
I'm not in the water.
Okay, well, I guess
He's not
Henry's
just looking
either.
at you, though, Kavas. That's true. Henry's not in the water, too. But, yeah, any spell attack from here on out is going to catch his attention, possibly. So, it's up to you if you want to risk it. You also don't know anything about this captain.
Be cool.
He
Yeah,
could
he
be
could be
cool.
cool. Can I take a free action to ask if the captain's cool?
Hey, Captain, we good?
Cap, can you party?
I'm biting the shark.
Okay, I'm going to do a perception check from him. Oh my god, he rolled a 19. Okay,
God damn, son.
as you bite this shark, go. Is that an attack roll, by the way?
Give me a second.
Yeah, it's a melee spell attack.
Yeah. Yeah, give me a second. That is 15.
15 hits.
Nice.
What does this look like?
So, my teeth and my fingernails, grow longer and sharper, and there's acid dripping from it, and I just bite into the shark.
As this transformation happens, Captain Hillman whips around and he says, "Oh, good glory! I didn't know you were wizards. I'm sorry, is that not the right term for that? Here, let me help." And he is going to
Grab his gun and shoot all magic users.
and he's going to join the initiative on the next round. It seems like he is not prejudiced like the Quirgin is.
Cool. I rolled 10 acid damage.
And acid damage. Very nice.
Huge.
Okay, this shark is definitely looking hurt. There's a lot of blood in the water. At the end of the round, it's going to swivel back up to the top as a dark shape appears from out under the boat. A second one, the shark's mate. At the head of the initiative, the shark's mate is going to come out from under you and pull out a second one of these. Take
Please,
a
no more
bite
critical.
attack
Jesus fuck.
on Gellin.
Okay.
Okay. Gellin, what is your AC?
That's a 19.
Shark rolls 18 plus plus 6, so definitely hits.
The man's dead.
Gellin, you take 13 damage, piercing.
Let me double check one thing really quick. I need to check if I'm rolling concentration. I don't remember for Shield of Faith.
Okay.
I'm still up. I'm doing fine.
Okay.
Okay, that is concentration. I need to roll. One sec.
The second shark looks a little smaller than the first. It looks like maybe this is the male shark. It looks a little smaller, but teeth still sharp as ever, and it looks angry. You're attacking its.
I drop concentration.
Okay. As you drop concentration, your turn comes around. What do you do?
Between the two, Mr. Shark seems very wounded, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hope that the rest of my teammates have that one handled, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to stab shark number 2 with my rapier.
Okay.
That's a 15.
15 hits.
Okay, I'm going to first level Divine Smite.
Okay, go for it.
So that's going to be... by perchance, this shark isn't undead or fiend, is it?
No, it's not. It's just a shark. It's an
Just
animal.
checking. Doing my diligence. So I'm going to roll 3d8 plus 4.
Good lord.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be 19 damage to the shark.
Number 2?
8. Sorry? Yeah,
Shark
shark
number
number 2 takes 18. 12 of that is piercing damage, 7 is radiant.
Good lord. Okay. You
Warm up.
stab into shark number 2 as a bright burst of light comes out and you radiant smite. What was it? Radiant
It's a
smite?
divine smite.
Divine
It's
smite.
just the paladin feature. I think for Gellin, it looks like almost rather than like being very like bright and radiant light,
Mhm.
I almost want to say for Gellin, it's like a swift like breeze of like wind wraps around his rapier, and then when he stabs into something, it's like this like gust of wind flies over them,
Okay.
and that's what's doing the damage.
You stab straight through shark number 1's eye and into its brain. It loses looks like it loses some like focus that it had on the group. And it starts thrashing hard in the water as it starts just hemorrhaging blood. After you, the first shark is going to take its attack roll as it sees you stab into its mate. Damn. What's your AC?
AC now is 17 because I lost Shield of Faith.
Oh, hold up. You've taken damage, right?
That's correct.
The shark has a feature called Blood Frenzy, where it gets advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature that doesn't have all of its hit points. So I'm
Yep,
going to go
that's
ahead
fine.
and roll again. This time he rolled a 12 plus 6, that's going to be 18.
Yep, that'll beat me.
Okay. You take... Oh, damn, my max rolled. That's going to be 20 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Jesus.
After Gellin goes down, Val, your turn.
Is the first one dead?
The first one is
No.
not dead. They are both
Bloody,
looking
though.
very hurt, though.
I am. Let me check. As an action, okay. I'm going to because I'm on like the back of Mr. Shark.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna like walk across his back and grab Gellin and touch him on the forehead and heal him for 1.
Okay. Perfect. You pop back up with 1 health, Galen. And you don't have a bonus action?
No, that is a main action, and I don't think I have any bonus actions right now.
Perfect. What do you want Henry to do?
Shoot a shark. Shoot
Shoot
a
a
shark.
Okay.
Party, sir, party. Let's make some fireworks.
Shoot
Oh,
this
yeah.
one.
Also spells, we can do that now.
Which is this
Yeah.
one?
Mr. Shark, the one that I'm on, sorry.
Okay. Spell or melee? Or range, rather.
Oh, pop off a spell, Henry.
What cool things can Mr. Witchman do?
Okay. Let's see what he does. You see as Henry kind of is a little confused by this whole situation. He's very much used to people being adverse to magic, and he says, "All right, well, it's been a while, but let me see if I can conjure this up." And he is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the shark.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, he's a magic boy.
So with Dissonant Whispers, he just starts whispering. You hear this like eldritch speak that comes out of his mouth, and the shark starts uncomfortably thrashing in the water more than it already was. And so it's going to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, which is not great at. Got a 4 plus 0. So it's going to take 3d6 psychic damage. And it must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me. Which means it's going to take a whole bunch of attacks of opportunity if it survives this.
And also we'll drag Val along.
That's true.
was so
18, or no, sorry, not 18 damage. 13 damage on the first shark brings it down very low. So everybody who is in range of that, go ahead and attack of opportunity as it tries to move its full movement away from you with Val on its back.
So I guess I wouldn't be getting an attack of opportunity because I'm like going with it, right?
If you choose to go with it, if you choose to slide off, hey, thank you so much, Fluffy Mex 76. It's the first time I've said somebody's name right in this entire stream. Thank you for the
You're
follow.
ruining our branding, man.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank
you so much.
For the follow.
Welcome to the luck check.
But yeah, give me those attack rolls.
I'm going with the shark.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Kamos, I don't think you get one.
Do I get one?
Kamos, you
one?
don't. Henry doesn't. Gelen and Rune do.
I want to wait and see. Oh wait, mine would go first because
Yours
it's
is
leaving
first.
my area before Rune's. Okay, yeah, that's
Correct.
Well, aren't you down?
fine. No, I got healed up. 23, I assume hits.
23 does hit.
Okay. That's gonna be 6 points of piercing damage.
Henry, or not Henry, God. Gelen, how do you kill this first shark?
After stabbing straight into the brain of shark number 2, I whip out the rapier, and then like with the same motion, I tug the rapier out of the skull of shark number 2, and then like lob it over my head into like backwards behind me into the brain of shark number 1, just with the same fluid like pulling motion. I'm just like and get it with the second one.
Perfect.
Ooh.
With
That's
its
Mr. Shark.
Mr. Shark,
complete
I apologize.
muscle memory, it keeps swimming for a few paces and then stops, floats belly side up, and Val, you tumble off of it. It is going to be the Kamos, I believe. Yeah, Kamos. your turn.
Yes, because Henry just went. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, we're gonna do what we want to do to begin with, which is to point at the shark number 2 with some finger guns. And I'm going to, index finger out, thumb up, pew pew, make a ranged spell attack on this guy.
Okay.
So that is going to be a d20 plus, what's my spellcasting modifier? My spellcasting modifier is a +6. Nice. All right. So does a 16 hit?
16 does.
Nice. So in addition to the 1d8 that we roll, which if I can just hold on to the stupid thing, is going to give me a max roll. Nice. In addition to that, at second level, I get War Mage Edge, which once per turn with my cantrips, I can add my intelligence modifier to the roll. So that is going to be a hot 12 force damage.
How do you kill the second shark?
With a little bit of first just you messed with the wrong crew, and then finger gun, and pop goes the shark's brain as it cannot comprehend being hurt by fingers 30 feet away.
Perfect. And you are out of combat. Well done on winning your first combat against 2
Oh,
CR2 creatures, which is pretty impressive for level 2 guys.
I mean, 2 of us dropped immediately,
That's
so that was
true.
pretty
Yeah.
immediately.
Now that we're out of combat, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Gellin.
Hey, thanks.
Perfect.
What is it, like something D4?
No, for Cure Wounds, it's D8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, sure, I knew that.
And you are left with this net full of random assortment of boxes and barrels and 2 dead sharks. And that is where we are going to call it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, sticking around. Catch us next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. sharp. We will be doing the 3rd episode of Luck Check. Thank you so much to everybody who played as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank
DMing.
you.
Great session.
Thanks
Very
everyone
fun.
for coming. Bye.
I'm
Bye.
gonna eat those fucking shark babies.
Disgusting.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Did you know this is a TOS moment right at the end of the stream? Building a brand. Woo!
Disgusting. All right, guys. We'll catch you next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Be there or be a dead shark. Bye.
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 Bye.